let you know what's up. God bless America. Are you sleep or are you up? God bless America. I'm trying to hit you with the news. God bless America. Don't be no dummy, you're a fool. God bless America. I gotta let them know what's up. God bless America. Are you sleep or are you up? God bless America. I'm trying to hit you with the news. God bless America. Don't be a dummy, you're a fool. They watching me like a film. Get the news, Papa Z Films. They watching me like a film. Get your news, Papa Z Films. They watching me like a film. Get your news, Papa Z Films. They watching me like a film. Get your news, Papa Z Films. You know I'm tuned in. This is the land of opportunities. USA, that's my community. I stay updated with the foolery. You know I'm tuned in. This is the land of opportunity. USA, that's my community. I stay updated with the foolery. Yeah. Gotta let you know what's up. God bless America. Are you sleep or are you up? God bless America. I'm trying to hit you with the news. God bless America. Don't be no dummy, you're a fool. God bless America. I gotta let them know what's up. God bless America. Are you sleep or are you up? God bless America. I'm trying to hit you with the news. God bless America. Don't be a dummy, you're a fool. They watching me like a film. Get your news, Papa Z Films. They watching me like a film. Get your news, Papa Z Films. They watching me like a film. Get your news, Papa Z Films. They watching me like a film. Get your news, Papa Z Films. You know I'm tuned in. This is the land of opportunities. USA, that's my community. I stay updated with the foolery. You know I'm tuned in. This is the land of opportunity. USA, that's my community. I stay updated with the foolery. Yeah. Gotta let you know what's up. God bless America. Are you sleep or are you up? God bless America. Trying to hit you with the news. God bless America. Don't be no dummy, you're a fool. God bless America. I gotta let them know what's up. God bless America. Are you sleep or are you up? God bless America. Trying to hit you with the news. God bless America. Don't be a dummy, you're a fool. They watching me like a film. Get your news, Papa Z Films. They watching me like a film. Get your news, Papa Z Films. They watching me like a film. Get your news, Papa Z Films. They watching me like a film. Get your news, Papa Z Films. You know I'm tuned in. This is the land of opportunity. USA, that's my community. I stay updated with the foolery. You know I'm tuned in. This is the land of opportunity. USA, that's my community. I stay updated with the foolery. Yeah. They watching me like a film. Get your news, Papa Z Films. They watching me like a film.
Mr. Zac now though.
Papa Z Films.
Gotta give my boy Ray-Bans to make me another one. Man, classic right there.
They watching me like a film. Get your news, Papa Z Films.
America. What up with y'all, man? This is Mr. Zac. I know he was saying Papa Z Films, but I gotta give my boy Ray-Bans to make me another classic intro song, man. You know what I'm saying? What's up with y'all, man? We back surfing the web tonight, man. I'm up. I don't have to work tomorrow, so it could be an all-nighter. You know what I'm saying? It could be an all-nighter. But, man, look, I want to kick this live reaction show off with something that I found, man. Shout out the residents of Chicago, man. They not having it. They are, like, literally fed up with these damn migrants. They fed up, man. They are being overrun with these people coming from these different countries, man. And it's just sad that the local government is not listening to them. It's sad, man. It's sad, man. I mean, I'm in a sanctuary city, you know, LA, California, all of that. And pretty soon, man, the same thing that I'm about to show y'all is gonna happen out here. I mean, what happens in Chicago and all those other states is gonna eventually come this way. And I felt like it was a total disrespect and a slap to the black people, man. To the black people, man. Shout out. I don't know this lady name. I forgot her name. I did a video on her before, but they had a city council meeting, man, out there, and they have these flyers up, man, on light poles, on the buildings, and all kind of like everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And it's like really creating a divide. You know what I'm saying, between the illegal migrants, illegal aliens, people that ain't supposed to be here. If you came here legally, then it'll be cool. But other than that, man, this is a direct slap in the face to those residents out there in Chicago, man. I just, it's like they just like really, really throwing it in our face or in their faces. Pretty soon it's gonna be out here too. But man, it's this young lady, man. She goes viral all the time when they have these city council meetings, and she has so much passion in what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? She's like a revolutionary, and she let those people, man. She let those people have it. Like as far as the city council members and the elected officials, man, she let them have it. You know, she let them have it. What's going on, Keck? I see you, man. I know it's 3 a.m., but man, it's early for me. It's early for me. You know what I'm saying? So this is when the good stuff come out. This is when I'm up. I'm normally editing stuff and things like that, but man, it just I have to come live. I have to go live, man. That I'm not monetized or none of that. So I got to keep the content coming and you know, give you how I feel about the situation, man, because I don't like the situation either about what's going on here in America. But man, back to this clip, man. I got to start it off with this, and then we're gonna go into Capitol Hill and the assassination attempt of Trump and all these things that a lot of people don't really look at. I don't think they do. I mean, they got views, but it's not enough. You know, different things. You know, so we surfing the web tonight, man. But let me get into this clip, man. Ooh, man, this lady has so much passion, you know, and I feel like it's wrong for them to be pushing this type of narrative, you know. It's wrong. But it's let me show y'all real quick. If y'all could read that, it says this is what's being put out there in Chicago. It's a flyer that's being plastered everywhere out there. It says black people hating on immigrants. Nonsense and worse from people who should know better. And it has somebody on Instagram, Bob Avakian, I don't know, Bob Avakian, whatever his name is, official. He has an Instagram. So we're going to go to his Instagram too after I play this. All right. And see what type of person this is that's endorsing something like this, because it's wrong. It's like they're trying to create illegal immigrant hate bill. And we don't have any hate bills that protect us as black people. We don't have anything, man. The Asians got it. Everybody got it but us. And they always try to use us as disgruntled citizens. Like we hate, like we don't have no reason to hate on illegal immigrants. What we hate is that they come over here on their own will, and when they get over here, they ain't been here 30 minutes, and they already got debit cards. They living in expensive hotels. They doing everything that we want to do. You know what I'm saying? We work hard paying our taxes, and for all our tax money to be going to this situation. Me, I say if they think we hate them so much, why are y'all giving our money away to them people if we hate them so much? You know, hate is a strong word. And y'all know I always say, man, I don't hate people, man. I hate people actions. Their actions. And I'm not blaming the illegal immigrants for coming over here because, man, what would you do if it was a country said that had the gate open or the door open, say, come on over here, man. We'll let y'all get anything y'all want. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the blacks. Don't worry about the people and American citizens that's been over here. We got them under control. We're gonna put y'all in their neighborhood. We're gonna do everything we can for y'all. But we know the American citizens want these resources, but we're not gonna give, we're gonna take their money and help y'all. And the Democrats want the black vote. But they're allowing this type of nonsense and buffoonery to to put it out there in front of us and think that we're not gonna say nothing. It's just wrong, man. Shout out this young lady, man. I forgot her name, but she's an activist out there, man, in Chicago, man, and she goes to every city council meeting, and she letting them have it, man. The look on them people's faces in the audience, they like, wow, this lady here, and it's supposed to be that. It's supposed to be like that. Well, somebody got to say something. It should be more black people in there and more American. Not even if you black, just American citizens who are looking at this. It should be more people in there speaking up. You know what I'm saying? If you're an American citizen, your American tax money is going to help people that come to this country, and they're getting treated way better than a normal American citizen. I don't understand why would they put this out there like that. Black people hating on immigrants. Black people we're not immigrants. I'm gonna give you a little history lesson. I'm quite sure everybody know though. We were dragged over here. We were tricked into getting on them ships and brought over here and was slaves. These people been over here 30 minutes. I say 30 minutes because 30 minutes ain't a lot of time. Those are the ones that are immigrants. We're not immigrants. We were dragged. We were forced over here, brought over here, and treated like shit. For use of lack of a better word. We've been over here dealing with this 300-400 years. These people been over here 30 days. And they getting everything that we should be entitled to, especially if we're paying our taxes into this country. To me, it's wrong. It's not right. I'm not judging anybody. I'm not judging the immigrants or nothing, because if it's a country that said, come on over here, and it's better than your country, we're gonna take care of you, why wouldn't them people come over here? I'm judging the government. I'm blaming them. You know what I'm saying? And they damn sure ain't gonna let them damn migrants come into their neighborhood. They gonna send them straight to our neighborhoods and say, y'all gotta scoot over and share everything that y'all got with some people who ain't been here like that. It's wrong. It's wrong. I don't care what nobody say in the chats or anything like that. This is how I feel. And the reason why I feel like this is because I work hard every day. I work hard every day. God forbid something happen to me and I ain't got to go apply to go get something for free, or then I know they already gonna tell me you got to wait in line. And that line is long as hell because you got some new people who done skipped the line, skipped the line and taking everything that I worked hard for, and I can't even get it myself. It's a damn shame. But anyway, man, let me get into this video right here, man. I have to start my live like this because this is something that I seen today. I went live earlier and it was going off about it, but we're gonna do it the right way. All right. So shout out to this young lady, man. Tell them how it is, man. Black people hating on immigrants. Boy, they are trying to divide and conquer for real. The cold part is they trying to take our guns. They trying to do all this stuff so we'll have nothing. But, me being black, I know how to use my fists. You know what I'm saying? Not to be promoting any violence or nothing like that. I ain't with the violence and none of that. But if it come down to it, Knuckle up. You know what I'm saying? Well, anyway, man, let's get into this.
You don't hang no signs about black people hating on immigrants, because black people ain't got no reason to hate on no immigrants.
Oh no, but the immigrants got
We
the reason to
everything
hate on
y'all
us.
are in there some. Let me tell you something. You get them signs down. Anytime that ordinary Lawson and Silverstein and what's that other?
Cesar
Can sit up
Lopez.
here and talk
Lopez.
about how they should get a hate crime bill because swastikas was in Ziploc bags in their community. They hung this in our community. We want it off the polls. We want that to be the beginning of a hate crime. And that organization, which is a white liberal organization, like in the words of Malcolm X, who told us what? That the white liberal is the worst enemy to the black man.
Exactly. This is what's being played out right now. We starting to see, I know I'm starting to see it. I don't know about y'all, but man, it's the worst. It's the worst. Because they using us. They using us. Come on, keep speaking, black lady.
And in here, coming up in here, acting like y'all representing some social justice.
Say that,
But
sister.
all along,
Say
all
that.
you're doing is trying to use black people
Say
to
that.
find a reason to make some money.
Say
Let
that.
me tell y'all something over there. We're done. The Democratic
Look how they looking. They looking like, what the hell are they talking about? Y'all hear exactly what she talking about. Y'all hear exactly what she's saying.
Party is done. You ain't gonna mess with us like
Y'all
this
gonna
no
abuse
more.
us.
I'm telling you what I'm
They
saying.
get to abuse the black American.
Gonna come in here and gonna clean it up. I'm telling you, the ones that have righteous heart. You leave the Democratic Party. Do just like RFK Jr. Just do like that Tulsa lady. You better get up out the Democratic Party. Save yourself. Save your families. Save your dignity. Save your jobs and save your seat. Because if y'all don't, we coming for your seats. We ain't taking this no more. We ain't taking no disrespect from a bunch of people who have broke into the country and now have completely broke the city, have completely broke the country, have completely disgraced the United States of America.
Preach, girl. Preach. Everything we broke, everything is broken. It's broken. Good Lord. Look how that lady looking over there with them glasses on back there. She looking like, what? Yeah, it's broke. Everything is broke. Everything is broke. Black people hating on immigrants. They must be out their damn mind.
America is a disgrace. And for the, oh my God, for the solution, you give us a fake, black, cackling hen of a candidate.
Her cackling hen. You know what she talking about.
With a vice president that's talking about he want to put tampons in the boys' bathroom.
Damn shame.
Everybody do this. The number one function of a president is to be the commander-in-chief. You tell me anything about a Kamala Harris that look like she can protect this country after y'all have sat up here and let it get her overridden with a bunch of illegal immigrants. Y'all have sat up here and put America's hands in all kind of wars.
All kind of wars.
And you telling me a tampon man that ran from duty don't even know what his rule was. Kamala Harris, who don't know what race she is,
Man.
gonna protect this country? The devil is a lie. Y'all better get them signs down. Yeah, I know that.
Man, y'all better take them damn signs down. They out there in Chicago with these signs posted everywhere and think ain't no black gonna say nothing about it. Like, you think we just that dumb and retarded. You know what I'm saying? But this is the beginning of a hate crime bill on illegal immigrants. Ain't that how the Chinese one started? It was some black people and they went on and made a bill for them to protect the Chinese or protect the Asians. That's how it start, man. And there is no protections for us. No protections for us. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But We gonna go. Let me see. Y'all see what's the man name? Bob Avakian official. We gonna go to his Instagram and see what he's what he represent, because it seemed like he's the one pushing this. We gonna see what he represent right quick. Let me see. We gonna go to his Instagram real quick. You know what? I got it pulled up. I did my homework. Let's see what Bob Avikian official talking about. Hope y'all can see that. So, he's a public figure. He has 96 posts. He got 1,113 followers. He only following one person. Let's see who he following. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see how I do this. Following. No, that ain't showing it. He got one follower. He's a public figure, and this is what his bio say. He's a revolutionary leader, author and architect of the whole new framework for human emancipation. The new communist. That's crazy. The new communist. So he's pushing that. I don't even know what to say. About that, man. It's a reason why all this stuff is going on. This is his Instagram, and it's a white guy. That's a picture. He a white guy pushing out this right here. Black people hate no immigrants. I don't even know what to say. That's crazy, man. Genocidal mass murderers cannot be enlightened. Liberation. When has the USA been a great country? Here go that post right here. Black people hating on immigrants. I mean, he's saying some things on his Instagram. Kamala Harris, Tim Walz, and the rest. We don't need. Let me see. Let me get out of there. It just this is just I don't know, man. I don't even know what to say no more. It's somebody always pushing the narrative to divide people, man. He don't have anything on his thing. All he got is words posted. So if y'all want to go look at his page, man, y'all go look at it, man. But that's wrong for them to be posting things like that on property in black communities. Black people hate no immigrants. That's just crazy, man. But anyway, man, welcome to Mr. Zac Reacts, man. I had to play that. Man. I mean, I had a lot of things to say earlier, you know, and I don't hate. I don't hate on nobody, man. Like I said earlier, man, if it's a country, man, that's opening their doors and it's supposed to be one of the greatest countries on earth, Why not come over here, man, and reap the benefits? I'm quite sure they probably didn't know that if they came over here that they were going to be being funded by the citizens' taxpayers' money. You know, they probably didn't know that. But once they found out, I think they should be more respectful to the, to a citizen that's out here legally and been living here all his life, not committing crimes and robbing the citizens and deleting people and taking over apartment complexes and all this crazy stuff that they doing. All of them not doing it, but the ones that are doing it is making all illegal aliens look bad. They're making everybody look bad, man, that's coming over here. And it's sad. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. And America, the government is like, man, y'all just come on over here. Y'all, don't worry about the United States citizen. We got them under control. We gonna put y'all in these black communities, these communities that don't really have nothing. We gonna put y'all over there. Y'all can sell anything y'all want. Y'all can go and kick these people's doors down. If y'all want to go to college, we gonna pay for that. If y'all get sick, we gonna pay for that. If y'all need somewhere to stay, man, y'all can stay in the best hotels y'all want. It don't matter to us. The taxpayers is gonna pay for it, and most of the money gonna come from them hard working people who work hard every day, who ask us for things, but we don't give it to them because we got to put them through the whole rigmarole of getting everything. We gonna give it to y'all. Don't worry about them not doing nothing to y'all, because we going to take all their guns away. We going to take everything away from them, and y'all be in the same playing field with them. You know? Go apply for their jobs. You know, a lot of these companies will hire y'all because they gonna pay y'all $5 an hour. They tired of paying American citizens $20, because out here minimum wage in restaurants, the things that they like to cook and use their hand, it's $20 an hour. You know, it's just crazy, man. But man, you know, I had to start it off like that, but we about to get into what I really came here to do, man. When I came to surf the web, man, I just played that clip because it was bothering me, and I want people to actually see the agendas that they trying to push, man. They trying to start something. They trying to start something between the immigrants and black people. And anybody who feels like they're struggling and watching these people come over here and get all these things that we worked hard to be able to use if we need it. You know what I'm saying? And people talk about reparations, but I feel like the reparations that we deserve are going towards people who only been here 3 years, or however long this border been open. We've been here for 300 to 400 years, going through all of this stuff, and you got people coming here just getting everything, you know. And it's hard to put this stuff into words because I get angry a lot. Like, as far as thinking about, I'm not an angry person, but I just get mad thinking about this topic and different things like that, because I am a hardworking U.S. citizen, man. And anybody that know me know that I get up every morning, every day to work, thinking my taxes are going to certain things, but it's like to see the billions and trillions of dollars that's going to people who, the majority of them, to me, I think they're not grateful for it. I think they just think it's just supposed to, that's what they been looking at all their lives, waiting on the opportunity to come to America and thinking that we all living like that. We're not. What they're looking at is all smoke and mirrors, man. The streets are not paved in gold over here. They're not. And then they're bringing the drugs. They're bringing all the gang members. They're bringing all the crazy people over here. And you know, the kids, you know, I love all kids, and I don't blame the immigrant kids. You know, that's not even a thought in my mind with the kids. It's the parents, you know, it's the government, it's the parents that I have a problem with. But, you know, who am I? I'm just Mr. Zac, man. I'm just one voice out here that's trying to raise awareness, and hopefully people will vote on policies instead of personalities. You know, vote on the policies, man. Vote on who's going to bring the cost down of everything that's so high. You know what I'm saying? Who's going to vote on who's going to allow you to be able to even think about buying a house? Because the way that things are going with Kamala Harris talking about giving all this money, then you got California talking about giving first-time generational home buyers $150,000. Like, what? Like, I was in the market to try to buy me a house, and I couldn't do it because it was so many, it was so much red tape and so much things that I couldn't qualify for it. I mean, I had the money, the credit score and everything, but it was like, damn, I got all this. This is what it was supposed to take. You supposed to have a down payment and a good credit score. I had all that, but it was just too hard because it was other races. Like, it was a lot of Chinese people coming and looking at the same houses that I was trying to purchase, and you know, they got the money, so they had bigger down payments and all this stuff, and it was real frustrating. You know what I'm saying? It was real frustrating, and me knowing that the same people who coming over there bidding on these houses with me is not going to live in. They wasn't even going to live in those neighborhoods. They just buying them, investors buying up all the property and not even finna live in it. I wanted to live in the house that I wanted to buy. You know, it was very frustrating. So I had to get out the market and continue to try and be happy about what I have in my living situation and all that stuff. I'm happy, but I wanted to be able to own my own, you know, with the so-called American dream and all this stuff. And it's like the American dream is so far away, like people will see it, and by the time you dream and wake and get it or try to get it, it's like you wake up and the dream is not there. You know what I'm saying? Somebody stole your dream that you worked so hard for and saved up your money to be able to purchase something. But now it's going to be even 10 times harder because you got all these people over here, man. They keep saying the numbers different. 10 million, 11 million, 20 million, 21 million. That's a lot of people. And then for them to offer them free money, which is not free, because we are all paying for it, and for them to be able to jump the line and be able to get them a house because they're their first generation home buyers. That should let you know right there when they say first generation home buyers, they are talking about those illegal aliens coming over here. I just trip on how all this stuff evolved from when I first started talking about this about 6 or 7 months ago, from it being, we don't know what to do with them. We don't, this and that. Now now they're at the point where they're allowing them to buy homes. Like, damn, that's crazy. Things happen so fast. And it's crazy, man. It's crazy. All I can do is shake my head. All I can do is SMH or SMFH. Man, it's sad, man. This is sad. But anyway, we can't feed into the propaganda of this sign, man. Let me show y'all again, man. We can't feed into that propaganda, man. Black people hate no immigrants. We don't hate, man. We are a loving race. You know what I'm saying? We might hate on our own race ourselves, but what race don't hate on each other sometimes? You know what I'm saying? It's a point in our lives, man. We're all gonna have to come together to fight back. You know what I'm saying? To be able to still exist. You know, because to me it seems like they're trying to replace. They're trying to replace us, man. They're trying to replace us. I did a video a long time ago, man, and people told me I was crazy or I was stupid and this and that. I made a video about them coming over here trying to they want our jobs. They're trying to replace. The video is called The Replacements. You know what I'm saying? Of course, YouTube shadow banned me for it. And I was calling this out way before all this stuff that's going on right now. And they shadow banned me for it. Got a few views, but it wasn't even about the views. It was about what I seen and what I thought, and I could see, because ain't people saying they wasn't coming over here to take our jobs, man. Then what they coming over here for? I mean, they gotta work. That's why I tell people, don't quit your job. Don't quit your job. If you quit your job at this point, man, you done screwed yourself, because it's gonna be hard to get that same job back. And if you do get it back, it's going to probably be for less pay. So you got to keep your job, man. No matter how bad you hate it, if you don't like it, keep it and get another one. But don't quit that job. You understand me? But yeah, man, we here tonight, man. Bilo says, brother, don't you think the U.S. have a responsibility on what's going on in South America, war, economy? You asking the wrong person that, because I don't give a damn about no other country or whatever it is they going through. I don't give a damn about that. I care about where I reside, and I care about America. That's what I care about, but I don't agree with the government of America putting their hands involved in everybody else's nonsense. Like, it ain't got nothing to do, like, I'm just that type of person. Like, why would you put your hands into something and it's gonna affect everybody in your own land? Like, leave it alone. Them people, everybody, God watches over everybody. So it's like, they have their issues and their problems. If we had a bunch of issues and problems over here, do you think South America is going to come over here and save America? North America? Do you think Ukraine going to come over here and save North America? Do you think any of them damn countries that we've been protecting and paying the most money to keep this thing going is going to come over here and protect us? Because all my life, all I know is America going out and doing stuff for other people. I ain't never seen no other country soldiers over here, or any of these other countries' presidents, or however they call them, talking about America. Man, we need to come over there and save America. Ain't nobody doing that. So I don't care about what's going on in them different countries. I live here in America, been here all my life. My kids born here. I was born here. My mama was born here. My grandma, my great grandma. This is all I know. I don't care. Like I said, I don't care about nothing else. I couldn't just leave from America. Man, forget America. I'm finna go to the Congo and see if they give me asylum over there. They ain't about to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? They just got people twisted. They got me twisted. They got everybody, man, twisted on all this helping everybody else when the government needs to help their own citizens. Like I said before, Tupac said it best. They got money for wars but can't feed its poor. So I don't give a damn about nobody else's country. I ain't gonna never go over there. I was born right here and I'm gonna die right here. I ain't worried about going to nobody else's country. And if I do, it's gonna be a vacation and I'm bringing my black ass back over here to America. So y'all continue to be in the trick bag all you want. I care about me, my kids, and my family. I don't give a damn about what's going on in Ukraine, none of these other damn countries. I don't care. All I see is that our money is being sent to help fight them damn wars and protect their damn borders, and our borders is wide the hell open. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit them with a
What the hell?
That's what I'm talking about. They borders are being protected and ours is not being protected.
What the hell?
Lord. Yeah, man. I know Tuesday, man, they got that big debate, man. That's gonna go viral. Everybody gonna be tuning into it. Hopefully I'm off work by the time that they, by the time that Trump destroyed Kamala. You know, Kamala and them wanted to sit down. They wanted to have notes and all this other stuff. If Kamala was that adamant and about the America and knew everything, like she wouldn't be asking for no notes. She'd be doing interviews. Her and Tampon Tans would be doing interviews and all kinds of stuff, but they can't even do it because at this point, man, it's looking like a joke. I would have rather seen Joe Biden stay in the race at this point. At least the man was talking to the press. He was talking to people and all that stuff, even though he was looking dumb half the time, but at least he spoke up and said something. In my lifetime, I done been through a few presidential elections. Is what they every 4 years. So 4 going to 51, how many times? I won't even count the further. I was too young to know about that. But anyway, at least Joe Biden was able to stand up and humiliate himself. At least he didn't care about being humiliated. Kamala Harris, she don't want to be humiliated, so she hides out. And then she picked the softest VP. You know what I'm saying? The people in his own damn state don't like him. His own family turned they back on him. That got to be the most embarrassing thing in the world. Like your family, like your family supposed to be like, ooh, you supposed to have your back. I don't give a damn if they was your second cousin, your first cousin, your third cousin. If they know you running for office and you got elected to be vice president, your family should be happy as hell. So that let me know something's wrong with that guy. For real. It's just ridiculous. AAA said if she can't speak to American, how is she going to go around the world and speak to other leaders? She not. She gonna send a tweet out, or she gonna say something real fast, and then that's it. Like, she ain't gonna, you got to be able to negotiate with these people to stop wars and stop all kind of stuff. But it's tough to even talk about that lady, man. It's tough. But anyway, I'm done talking about that. I appreciate everybody in the chats, man. Everybody tapping in, man, tapping that screen a few times to get those likes up and all that stuff, man, to get this out to the algorithm. You know, your boy, I'm Mr. Shadow Band. That's what I should name my page, another page, Mr. Shadow Band, because they shadow ban me a lot. But it's okay. I'm gonna keep going. It's not gonna stop my movement. It's not gonna stop me from putting out this content. You know what I'm saying? My legacy, my kid. I'm doing this for my kid, my grandkids. When they get a little older, if YouTube's still around, or you know what I'm saying, anything like that, they can go to YouTube and type in Papa Z Films, or they can type in Mr. Zac Reacts, and they can look at their grandfather and see how much of a, I ain't gonna call myself a revolutionary, but just let them know that I knew that their granddad was aware of what's going on. That's what it's about. So, and my kids. So, it's not about the money. It's not about none of that stuff. It's just, I've watched a lot of videos and watched certain individuals growing up, you know, didn't know the people, but they were speaking a lot of facts and things like that that we all as people should be able to go and look at. But at this point, they trying to censor the free speech and do all this other stuff, man, to try to keep these kids confused. They trying to keep them confused. But on that note, man, God is the best knower. He knows what he's doing. He don't make any mistakes. And he's letting the people who believe in him and that are true followers see all this idiocy that's going on. If that's a word, idiocy, I don't know, but it sounds good. And let us all see all this stuff that's going on. You know what I'm saying? So he's making it easier for people who love him and who believe in him to actually make it an easier road to get to him if you want to be a part of that. As I know I do. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, let me get to this, what I really came on here to do, man. We are surfing the web. I just thought I had to play that little video, man, to let people see what the agenda is pushing to try to start something between, man, start something between American citizens, man, and these illegal migrants. Seem like to me that they are trying to create a crime or a hate bill to protect the illegals, but they want to use the black people as the scapegoat for them to be able to pass that or to make a bill like that. You know, feel me? Anyway, man, let me clear my thoughts. AAA say a lot of these countries don't respect women leaders. We know that. I know that. I know it. But a lot of people don't really know that. Like, they think just because this lady has a cool vibe and personality, that's not going to solve any of the issues and solve any of these wars, any of these things that's going on. It's not going to solve anything. It's not. But the stuff I want to get into, man, thank y'all for listening to me, but you know, I had to vent. But the stuff I want to get to, man, is these congressional, you know, oversight committees, man. They like, it be a lot of interesting things going on with these oversight committees. Like, today we're going to be talking about the assassination attempt with Trump and all that stuff. Like they're grilling these people, the Secret Service and the Lady Cheadle and all that stuff. So a lot of people ain't really looked at it. It's out there for you to go and search up and look at for yourself. But it'd be a lot of hot moments on these little congressional oversight committee meetings and things like that that is very interesting, you know. The oversight committee be picking these people brains that be in power, especially the lady that was the director, you know what I'm saying? She didn't have no answers for nobody. She wasn't doing her job and all kind of stuff. But we about to get into this, man. We about to get into it. We speak English over here, Marcelo. I don't know what you talking about. Well, we speak English, all right? But anyway, man, let's get into this.
Recognizes Miss Marjorie Taylor Greene from Georgia.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ms. Cheadle, I'd like to remind you that you're under oath. The site team has a senior supervisor, an advanced team, a protective intelligence team, a counter sniper element, and detail. Who was the agent in charge? How long has she been the agent in charge? And what is her Secret Service background?
So I'm not going to provide a name.
Why not? You're here to answer our
This
questions.
forum, I'm not going to provide names of.
You stated in your testimony, you said, I am here today to answer your questions.
That is correct.
Answer the question.
Answer the
I'm
question,
not going
lady.
to provide names of our personnel.
Why not?
Today.
The American people are demanding these answers from you today, Ms. Cheadle.
I will do the best to provide you accurate information based on the facts that I have at this time.
You're not answering our questions. The advance element coordinates with other intel or law enforcement partners, identifies threats and weaknesses at the sites and movements. We'd like a copy of the advance report. Have you brought it here with you today?
We will comply with the request for the documentation that has been requested.
When will that be, Ms. Cheadle? Because you should have brought it today.
I am certain that our personnel are working on obtaining all of that document.
I don't believe you, and neither do the people watching this hearing. You're not doing well, as Mr. Moskowitz informed you. You've been sitting here for over 3 hours, and I have you know the entire country is demanding you resign and demanding that you be fired if you do not resign.
You're fired.
Things are not going well for you. You need to answer the questions. Was there a protective intelligence team, and what technical resources were utilized for that event, specifically drone or helicopter assets?
There were a number of technical assets that were deployed for that event, and there was a protective intelligence team that was assigned to that event.
Why was Crooks able to fly a drone over the entire area the day of the rally and the day of his assassination attempt?
Exactly.
To my knowledge, he did not fly the drone over the entire area.
How did he fly a drone over the area, period? Any part of the area?
Again, I would have to go back and check the timeline of when that took place and when the event.
Why didn't you bring the timeline with you today to answer our questions?
And that ain't what she asking you. She asking you why, and y'all, you know what I'm saying? Why in the hell he was able to even fly a drone? This lady want to keep talking about timelines and all this other stuff. That's crazy. Why was he able to fly a damn drone over that damn rally? If I was on this damn oversight committee, that's how I'd be talking to that lady. Why in the hell was he able to fly a drone? I don't want to hear about no damn timelines. None of that. You supposed to be the director over everything. You what?
What the hell?
I don't have all of the answers on the timelines based on the criminal investigation.
Were you not prepared today to answer our questions?
I am prepared to answer the questions based on the information and wanted to be able to provide.
Do you have a timeline do you have a timeline at all from any of the day?
No, because she wasn't there and she didn't give a damn. Her ass wanted to probably see Trump get taken out. The hell, you gonna be the director and you don't know nothing. You just come in there and you know you was gonna show up to this oversight committee and you ain't prepared. Then you want to lie and talk about you are. So answer the damn questions, lady.
I have a timeline that does not have specifics.
That's shocking.
That's shocking. You got a timeline with no specifics. So they just gave you a blank piece of paper with some time on it. Get her ass, Marjorie Taylor Greene, man. Get on her, please.
That is absolutely unacceptable. That means you are a failure at your job.
Wow.
Let's talk about things that are prohibited in Trump rallies. And I've been to a lot of Trump rallies.
That lady got thick skin. Somebody called me a failure in my face. I'm going to get mad as hell. I'm going to say something. I ain't going to just sit there. But Ms. Green called her out on it. So she must be a damn failure. That's why she turned in her damn letter. She wanted to get up out of there. It was too much heat.
Backpacks and bags. Bicycles. Firearms.
AAA, you said you think she was the lady that was back there taking them pictures? I need to go and check that. It might been her. She looked like she knew it was coming.
Any type of weapon or any other item determined to be a potential safety hazard, like a rangefinder would be one. At 5:10, Crooks is first observed by one of the snipers, AGR Sniper 1, at the building. 5:10, President Trump was shot in the face at 6:11 p.m. 5:28, AGR Sniper 1 takes a picture of a bicycle and 2 bags. Those belong to Crooks. 5:32, AGR Sniper 1 spots Crooks looking at his phone and using a rangefinder. 5:55, Butler ESU Command confirms receipt of photos and states they have been relayed on. 6:05 p.m., AGR Sniper 1 later communicates that Crooks is seen moving northeast in direction of Sheets and that Crooks has a backpack.
How Miss Green got there all the whole timeline. This lady sitting there with nothing. Like, she just sitting there. I don't even see no papers sitting next to her. She know the whole damn timeline, and Cheeto don't know nothing. Lord.
2 minutes before the shooting, while President Trump has been allowed to take the stage, people see Crooks laying on his stomach in a sniper position on the roof, and they're yelling he has a gun, and they are trying to alert law enforcement and Secret Service. Why was Crooks not shot by the snipers? Why was he allowed to be there?
As soon as the individual was identified as a threat, they were...
No. What do you consider to be a threat? A man with a gun laying in a sniper position, a man that had a backpack, a man that had a bicycle, a man that had a rangefinder. At what point is he determined a threat?
An individual with a backpack is not a threat. An individual with a rangefinder is not a threat.
What about a man laying on a building that has direct line of sight of President Trump with a gun that people are screaming and pointing out? Is that a threat, Ms. Cheadle?
Once that individual was identified, they were neutralized.
No.
Not after he got off all them damn shots. He should have been identified with them people out there talking about as a man on the roof with a gun crawling. And a rangefinder is a threat. Why would a person just have a rangefinder on them? Ain't that a part of a gun? Like, what the hell is she talking about? All these people out of order. Lord.
They were neutralized. Crooks was neutralized after he shot President Trump in the face, Ms. Cheadle. Is he only a threat once he fires the weapon?
As soon as the counter sniper identified that individual, they were able to neutralize them.
How were people in the crowd? Okay, then let's just take it this way. People under your command did not consider him to be a threat, yet people in the crowd knew he had a gun and considered him to be a threat. That means that you are a complete failure as the director of the Secret Service, that people under your command don't perceive a man laying on a roof with direct line to the president with a gun? They don't perceive that to be a threat, yet the people in the crowd do. How is that possible?
That's a
Man.
last question, but please answer the question, Ms. Director.
I'm not certain at this time how the information from the people in the crowd was relayed to any law enforcement personnel.
They screamed. They said the man got a damn gun. That's how they relayed the damn message, lady. He got a gun. Look, it's a man over there laying on a damn roof, crawling. He got a damn gun. What other type of message or alert that you need for that? Come on, man.
No, you knew, that everyone knew. The people there knew that there was a danger. They knew there was a threat to President Trump, and it was allowed to happen. Was there a stand-down order, Ms. Cheadle? Was there a conspiracy to kill President Trump?
Absolutely not.
Then how did this happen? And why are you still sitting here not turning in your letter of resignation?
Because she didn't feel like she had to. Ain't no responsibility in nothing. That's just crazy. Boy, these people here, boy, tell you, man, gotta hit them with a...
What the hell?
Man, they crazy as hell.
Last question, but please answer, and then I'll recognize Ms. Presley. Please answer that question.
That is what we are investigating to determine.
We're waiting for your letter. We're waiting for your letter of resignation, and you really need to consider doing that before you leave today.
Chair now recognizes Ms. Presley from Massachusetts.
And she ended up turning it in, too. The lady was not prepared at all. She was not prepared. Ain't have no answers for nothing. Have no answers. Man, we're going to keep this thing going, man. We're going to do our own investigation. Since they taking so long to fire people and to give us information, because this should have never happened. It shouldn't have never happened. But I'm glad the lady came to her senses and said, you know what, I got to get up out of there. This is too much. They've been too lackadaisical for years. Ain't never had to defend no presidents or nobody like that. They just been getting a paycheck and looking cool with the black suits on and the shades. Man. But we finna get into this, man. We got Kennedy, man. Kennedy dude, man, he be getting on these people, man. He about to grill the FBI over whether a bullet struck President Trump or not. Because they kept on saying for a long time it was probably a piece of glass from the teleprompter or something like that. But we finna get to the bottom of it, y'all. All right.
Senator Kennedy, you're recognized for your questions.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Abate, am I saying your name right?
Yes, Senator, thank you.
You are the Deputy Director of the FBI, is that correct?
Yes, Senator.
Is there any doubt in your mind or in the collective mind of the FBI that President Trump was shot in the ear by a bullet fired by the assassin crooks?
Senator, there is absolutely no doubt in the FBI's mind whether former President Trump was hit with a bullet and wounded in the ear. No doubt, there never has been.
Okay.
I've been part of this investigation since the very beginning, and that has never been raised.
You're sure?
Yes.
It wasn't a space laser.
No.
It wasn't a murder hornet.
Absolutely not.
It wasn't Sasquatch.
No, Senator.
It was a bullet.
It was a bullet, Senator. 100%.
Fired by crooks.
Yes, sir.
That hit President Trump in the ear and almost killed him.
100%, Senator.
Okay, glad we cleared that up.
Clear it up.
I don't want to get off the subject here. Did the FBI just settle 2 lawsuits, one wholly, one in part, in which the FBI agreed to give Peter Strzok $1.2 million and Ms. Lisa Page $800,000?
It's my understanding, Senator, that the Department of Justice was involved in that, not the FBI.
The FBI had nothing to do with it?
There may have been consultation with our general counsel's office, but
Does the FBI have to sign off on it?
I don't know the answer to that. I don't believe so, but I would want to confirm that.
I would like you to, this would be the same Lisa Page who said to Mr. Strzok, quote, Trump's not ever going to become president, right? Right, to which Mr. Strzok said, quote, no, he won't. We will stop it. That's the Peter Strzok and Lisa Page I'm talking about.
Uh-oh. Sound like it was a conspiracy.
I need to know if the FBI signed off on this lawsuit.
We will
on
get
this
that
settlement.
answer for you, Senator.
And then I need to know who signed off on it. Did you sign off on it?
I absolutely did not and would never sign off on something
Did Chris
like that.
Wray sign off on it, the settlement?
I don't believe he did.
Okay. Did any, you don't know what?
Nor do I think he would have.
You need to let me know who signed off on this, if anyone at the FBI. So it was Merrick Garland who agreed to do this, is that right?
I don't, Senator, I do not know.
Well, hell,
who signed
somebody
off
had
on
to
that.
agree to it. I've settled a lawsuit before. The client's got to agree to it. You're the client. All right.
Understood. I'm gonna direct in to the Department of Justice to answer
All right.
those
Get
questions.
me
That's-
that information if you would.
I don't know why these people, boy, they do not want to talk. They ain't from the streets. If you ain't had nothing to do with it, man, say something. Who signed off on it? When he said Merrick Garland, that made me think right there. You know, he don't like Trump. He probably was the one who signed off on it.
Mr. Rowe, help me understand this.
Shout out Mike 23, man. Good looking out.
The assassin Crooks fired his first shot, as I understand it, at 6:12 p.m. He was about 150 yards away. It's been reported that the snipers, the government snipers, saw him on the roof 20 minutes before. Not 2 minutes, 20 minutes before. Is that correct?
Senator, that's first time I'm.
Get your damn lie right. Get your lie right. You can't even, you stumbling, bumbling, talking. Look at your face. Talking about it's the first time you heard that. 20 minutes? That's a long time.
I'm hearing this. That is not correct based on the information I have right now, sir.
Well, when did the FBI snipers see him on the roof?
Just Secret Service sniper, sir. I mean,
I'm sorry.
It don't goddamn matter. It was a sniper. Who seen him and why they ain't say nothing?
You're right.
that's an
Secret
insult,
Service
sir.
sniper.
No, I'm just kidding.
I understand. I apologize. When did the Secret Service snipers, one of whom ultimately shot the assassin Crooks, first see him on that roof?
So, sir, immediately upon the shots being fired, our snipers.
I know that, but when did they first see him? You got a guy lying on a roof.
Yeah.
You got snipers in an elevated position. They can look down on the roof. You got the guy lying there with a gun pointed at the former president of the United States. And I'm just, and they shot him. Good for them. He's now dead as Woodrow Wilson.
Answer the question, man.
And that's a good thing. I'm sorry. God forgive me, but it's a good thing. But when did the snipers first see him?
As soon as he presented himself as a target and a threat to the president, sir.
And when was that?
He fires initially a volley. I believe it was 3 shots.
No, he fired at 6:12 p.m.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's the first shot.
So within 15.5 seconds of the
Here's
first shot, he's
here's what
neutralized.
people are asking.
Yes, sir.
He was up, Crooks was up there. The snipers at some point saw him.
Yes, sir.
Our snipers, because they killed him.
Yes, sir.
When did they first see him? It has been reported repeatedly that the snipers first saw him 20 minutes before. That's more than a quarter in an NFL football game.
Yes, sir.
You don't know the answer?
So I do know the answer, sir. I'm telling you that.
What is the answer?
No, they did not see him. They only
They
saw
never
him.
saw him.
No, sir.
Well,
They did not.
how could they not see the guy? How could they not see him? They're in an elevated position. They're checking rooftops. They're looking around.
Yes, sir.
There's two government snipers. How could they not see him? There he was, big as Dallas, lying there with a gun, pointed at the president. How could they not see him?
I believe he was obscured by that roof, sir. He did not pop up.
The roof is flat with ridges.
He's below the line where they would have seen him, sir. There is he did have concealment. I'm not going to say it's cover. He did have concealment, and then ultimately gets into firing position and fires. And within 15.5 seconds of his first shot, he's neutralized.
I've gone way over. You gentlemen need to answer these questions. Mr. Deputy Director, get me that information about those lawsuits.
I'm trying to figure out why they didn't see him. He's the roof. What we seen? It was a tan building, right? All the roof, all that stuff up there was tan. The man had on dark camouflage. You wouldn't see something dark sitting on something tan. Somebody up there with a gun, and that wasn't considered a threat. They waited for him to shoot, and then they seen the muzzle flashes. That don't make no sense. If those people out there seen that man crawling over that damn roof, and the snipers is in an elevated position where they looking down on the roof, what they thought it was a pile of leaves or something up there? That don't make no sense, man. Just like AAA said that they all was in on it. Something. Because you gonna see somebody on that tan roof up there, and it's sunny, it's hot, and you got snipers everywhere. You had the people saying there's a man up there crawling up there on the roof. So everybody out there was blind as Stevie Wonder. You had Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder out there. Shout out Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder. I'm just using them as an example. It just don't make no sense, man. It don't make no sense to me. We're going to get to the bottom of it. We're going to get to the damn bottom of it. They don't want me up. They don't want me over there talking to them. It wouldn't everybody have been fired. Crazy. It's crazy. Well, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna find out about this, but this is another one. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy this type of content, man, because we don't really get to, people don't really be searching up, this type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I have questions myself, like how was that young guy able to get into that rally with that AR style 15 gun, climb up on the roof? You have people screaming and hollering, talking about it's a man with a gun, and a man get off 8 shots. You know what I'm saying? That's just crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, man, this one is Josh Hawley, man. This is one of my favorite people who be getting on these people too, man. He asking why no one was involved in the Trump shooting was fired. That's what I want to know. I'm like, why ain't nobody fired behind this? You have to resign. They don't just fire you because you didn't do your job. You just got to resign. It's crazy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Director Rowe, can you put your first poster, your first demonstrative back up?
Please
right
put
back.
A up, please.
Let's make sure everybody can see it. This is the photograph, I believe, that you took, your team took of the roof, the AGR roof. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so from this vantage point, as the law enforcement who are in those windows, as they look left, they should be able to see the shooter clearly there on the AGR second floor roof. My question is, why is there not a Secret Service counter sniper on that roof?
So, Senator, we're when we post up, our methodology is to look at things that can see in on our protectees, so that they can provide that coverage.
But why is there not a Secret Service counter sniper there with clear line of sight? That roof has a clear line of sight to the former president. Why didn't you put a Secret Service counter sniper there?
The Secret Service's counter sniper role is to neutralize those threats that are looking in on us from where the protectee is, not necessarily
You think maybe you might want to revise that protocol in light of what happened here?
They were protecting the principal, and I think the
principal got shot.
I understand that, sir.
So do you think you might want to revise the protocol? Let me ask you this. Who was the lead site agent who made the decision to leave the AGR building completely outside of the security perimeter? Who was that?
Senator, I cannot give you that name. This person is operational. They're still doing investigations. They're still doing protective visits.
Have they been relieved of duty?
Senator, they have not been relieved of duty.
I know their name, by the way. Why have they not been relieved of duty?
They are still cooperating, not only being interviewed by the FBI, but also by our Office of Professional Responsibility. And we will let the facts of the mission assurance and any further investigations play out.
Isn't the fact that a former president was shot, that a good American is dead, that other Americans were critically wounded, isn't that enough mission failure for you to say that the person who decided that that building should not be in the security perimeter probably ought to be stepped down?
Senator, I think you're using the word decided, and I think we need to allow the investigation play out to include.
What I miss? I miss anything important? I hate to rewind it, but I ain't gonna rewind it. We're gonna keep it going.
Okay, so who did make the decision then? If it wasn't the lead site agent, who made the decision not to put that in the security perimeter?
Senator, you're zeroing in on one particular agent. I want to find out exactly what was the entire decision process. So I think I want to be neutral and make sure that we get to the bottom of it and interview everybody in order to determine if there was more than one person who perhaps exercised bad judgment.
Well, sure. My question is, why don't you relieve everybody of duty who made bad judgment? So yeah, you're right. I am zeroing in on somebody. I'm trying to find somebody who's accountable here.
Damn right.
So you're telling me that the person who made the decision not to include this in the perimeter has not been relieved of duty. What about the person who's in charge of the interoperability of radio frequencies between local law enforcement and Secret Service? Has that person been relieved of duty?
No, Senator, because interoperability is a challenge, is a greater challenge than just one person. On that day, we had a counterpart system. It failed spectacularly.
As the person who made the decision to send Donald Trump onto stage knowing that you had a security situation, has that person been relieved of duty?
No, sir, they haven't.
Has the person who decided not to pull the former president off of stage when you knew that, in your words, the locals were working a serious security situation, has that person been relieved of duty?
No, sir. Again, I refer you back to my original answer that we are investigating this through a mission assurance. And as opposed to zeroing in on one,
what more do you need to investigate to know
exactly what the decision-making process was? What more do you need to investigate
to know that there were critical enough failures that some individuals ought to be held accountable?
Good Lord, man, fire everybody. The man got a shot off, 8 shots off. The person who told Trump it was okay to get on stage ain't fired. The person, everybody need to be fired. That man that's sitting on the other side right there, he need to be fired too. Everybody need to be fired. Trump was better off with hood security. At least we know a person with a gun is a threat. Damn. They getting paid all this money and can't realize that there's a man up there with a gun. And you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Man, Trump need hood security.
I mean, what more do you need to know?
What I need to know is exactly what happened, and I need my investigators to do their job. And I cannot.
A lot of people didn't do their jobs.
I cannot put my thumb on the scale. Otherwise,
what do you mean put your thumb on the scale?
The objective.
Yeah, what do you mean put your thumb on the scale? You need to be putting your thumb on that goddamn fire button and fire everybody that was in there that day, out there that day. Good Lord, didn't you take over when that lady Cheeto got up out of there? I'm tired of him all these investigations and investigating. It ain't nothing to investigate. Play the video back. You got the shell casings. You got Trump tore off ear. You got everything going on, and you ain't fired nobody. It's great. Let's go, man. I'm gonna hit her ass with her.
What the hell?
You're asking me, Senator, to completely make a rush to judgment about somebody failing. I acknowledge.
You need to make a rush to judgment because they did fail. You wouldn't be sitting here in front of the damn Homeland Security Committee getting questioned. What's wrong with you? They should have been fired that same goddamn day.
This was a failure of the
Is it not
Service.
prima facie that somebody has failed? A former president was shot.
Sir, this could have been our Texas school book depository. I have lost.
What? Texas School Book Depository? What the hell are you talking about? And you got that damn look on your face like you upset because Mr. Holly on your ass. No Diddy. He on your ass. And you got the nerve to put your hand on your hip looking all upset. What's wrong with you?
Sleep over that for the last 17 days,
Then
just like you
fire
have.
somebody to
and I will
hold
tell
them
you,
accountable.
Senator, I will tell you, Senator, that I will not rush to judgment, that people will be held accountable, and I will do so with integrity and not rush to judgment and put people unfairly persecuted.
What you mean unfairly persecuted? Everybody that was there that day need their goddamn job taken. Fire them and your ass and get some damn sleep. Just simple as that. What you mean? Rush to judgment. It happened. It happened. He recognized it was a failure. So everybody that was involved with the failure need to resign or fire their ass.
Unfairly persecuted.
Unfairly,
We've got people
sir,
who are
we
dead.
have to be able to have a proper investigation.
Ain't no damn proper. What are you talking about? Proper investigation. Good Lord, they lucky I ain't up in there with that man arguing with this man because I ain't hearing nothing that he's saying. Got to have a proper investigation. Ain't no damn proper investigation. The investigation was the video. The investigation was Trump ear bleeding. What the hell?
Into this, Senator.
You said earlier that you've got to make sure that your protocols are followed, and unless there's a protocol violation, people wouldn't be disciplined. I would just say to you, I don't really care that much about your protocols. I think if your protocols don't provide for the fact that when a former president is shot, when an American is killed, when other rally goers, innocent people who just showed up on the day, when they are shot at and critically wounded, if that isn't a protocol violation prima facie, you should revise your protocols.
Senator, I think this is where you and I agree. This was a failure, and we will get to the bottom of it.
Well, I hope.
Ain't nothing the bottom of it. What you mean? It's already the bottom. It's already the bottom. You agreed, now agreed to fire these damn people. The hell wrong with you? Shout out No Shuff. What you mean get a job? You talking to me or you talking about this man that's being ridiculed over here? Because I got a job. Hope you ain't talking to me, brother or sister, whoever you is, No Shuff or Nose or New Shuff or whatever the hell your name is. We over here reacting. This is what it takes to react. We gonna learn something today. Appreciate you though. Let's go.
Hope you're going to do something about it. Let me ask you something else. The Real Clear Politics reports this morning that you were directly involved in denying additional security resources and personnel, including counter snipers, not just to this event, but over the last 2 years that President Trump's team repeatedly asked for these additional resources, and you personally were involved in denying them. Is that true?
Senator, as I stated earlier, that is not true.
So you never denied any resources to former President Trump's team?
No, not me. No, sir.
Well, who was it then, damn it?
And you weren't involved in any of that? You were never involved in the decision making?
No, sir, I was not.
Let me ask you just one or two other things here quickly. Well, whistleblowers tell me that, in fact, law enforcement were stationed to be on that roof and that law enforcement abandoned their post. because it was too hot. Is that accurate?
Senator, I have heard that as well. Again, they posted up inside, and I think.
Why the hell it was hot? It was hot. It was 110 degrees out there. I'm a mailman. Look, my motto at my job is rain, sleet, snow, and goddamn fire. We gonna deliver. We gonna work. Ain't no damn excuses. I don't even look at that. It was too hot. That's why they was inside. Hell no, nah, dog. You mean to tell me postal workers are more tough than the law enforcement and Secret Service? Well, hell, we need postal workers to be securing the president. Put us out there with our dog spray and everything, and the president gonna be just fine because we work in all conditions. All the conditions. The hell are we all talking about?
I think moving forward, as I said earlier, we're going to ensure that state and local counter snipers are on roofs.
But do you know if someone was supposed to be on the roof? Do you know if someone was in fact? That's what the whistleblower tells me. That may or may not be accurate. Do you know that to be the fact? Was somebody posted to the roof, local law enforcement or whomever?
I do not know that to be a fact.
Well, can I
what
ask
the hell
you
you
why
talking?
you don't know that?
Again, Senator, we are looking at this, and they should have been on that roof. And the fact that they were in the building is something that I'm still trying to understand.
I just want.
You're trying to understand why they in the. You just said they said it was hot. Somebody need to be in there telling them damn police officers, look, you take your ass out there and secure the damn perimeter. We don't give a damn that it's hot. These people, boy, they be so damn. That's why I like looking at this, because it just make these people who got these suits on and the badge with the police, and they supposed to be these so tough. They supposed to be ex-military, all these things, and they make up all these damn excuses to not do their damn job. Crazy. I'm gonna hit their ass with a.
What the hell?
And I'm gonna hit them with a.
What? When? Yeah. Your ass, see. What the hell?
I want to express my frustration, Director, that 17 days or whatever it's been, that whistleblowers are telling us more than you are, and you don't know, you haven't ascertained if there was supposed to be law enforcement on the roof. That seems like a pretty basic fact. I'm also told that local law enforcement suppliers offered the Secret Service drones, and you declined them. Is that true?
So, Senator, one, I've been very transparent and forthcoming.
Your agency has not been transparent and forthcoming, so please, let's not go there.
I have been forthcoming, sir.
That remains to be seen. You've been on the job a few days. So far, you've fired nobody. Now, the drones.
Tell him. You ain't fired nobody. You've been on the job a few days after Cheeto resigned, and you still ain't fired nobody. You over there saying the same thing Cheeto talking about. You want to do your proper investigation. These people need to be relieved of duty and go hire a bunch of postal workers that know how to work in the goddamn sun. Yeah, I said it. Postal workers. We work in the sun.
Thank you,
Yes,
Were
sir.
you offered drones?
Senator
So there
Hawley.
was an offer to fly a drone on that day.
And why did you deny it?
Again, I think the ability of local law enforcement to provide an asset, we probably should have taken them up on it if it was offered.
Senator Cruz.
Thank you, Mr.
Boy, this be so fun, man. This be fun right here, man. These people, boy, you think they smart. You know what I'm saying? You think they got their job, you think that they know how to do their jobs. And then when you really look at when they're being questioned about their jobs, they just look like some total damn idiots. Look like total idiots, man. That's crazy. But we gonna keep this thing going, man. We gonna keep it going because it has to be known. We have to see this type of stuff, man. We got to see it, and give our own thoughts and our own opinions on these people, man, who making all this money. And we out here making $20, $30 an hour. These people out here got salaries and making $250,000 a year and $60,000 a month, and they supposed to have a dangerous job, but they ain't doing their damn jobs. Period. You know what I'm saying? Ain't doing their jobs, period. But I'm gonna keep this thing going, man. We just surfing, man. We surfing right now. We surfing YouTube. Right now, we on the assassination attempt, man. These people getting questioned on why they failed and all these other things. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep it going, man. All right, we're gonna keep it going. And this lady right here, y'all know I can't stand her. Y'all see that lady right there? I can't. Y'all see that lady right there? I can't stand that lady. But maybe sometimes she do something good. She has some type of sense, but the majority of the time, man, I can't stand her voice. I don't know. I just don't know. But this is a must watch, man. You got Biggs. It's a dude named Mr. Biggs. First I thought it was the R. Kelly Mr. Biggs because I played a video the other day and they said Mr. Biggs. But that ain't him. It said Biggs shows no mercy when interrogating Secret Service director about Trump's shooting. We love drama. So I think there's gonna be a little bit of drama or whatever. But let's go, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all hit that like button, man. Y'all subscribe to the channel, man. We just surfing. Let's go.
Chair recognizes the gentleman from Arizona, Mr. Biggs.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I request unanimous consent for that photo to go into the official record.
Without objection to ordered.
Thank you, Director. Your agency has a no-fail mission, and on Saturday, July 13th, your agency spectacularly failed. The failure resulted in the death of Corey Comparator and serious injury to two other rally attendees, David Dutch and James Coe.
Rest in peace to Comparator, man. Rest in peace to that guy, man. He was out there protecting his family, man, and took one, man. Trump said it was real damage, man, and the man didn't survive, man. That's crazy. And you got a lot of people out here talking about it was staged and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing staged when somebody loses their life, man, just to go out there to support a movement, you know what I'm saying? And then you end up not coming home, or you end up, unalived right there. Like, that's, salute to that man, man. Rest in peace to that man. You know what I'm saying? That's sad. You know what I'm saying? That is very sad. Man. But people should be ashamed themselves talking about this was staged. Then you got some people talking about, well, Trump, he had to sacrifice somebody. Like, that sounds so stupid. This ain't the music industry. This ain't Hollywood. This is real life. Real life. But rest in peace, man, to that man, Comparator, man. I think I'm saying his name right, but rest in peace, man. Condolences to your family and everybody else that got hurt that day. Let's go.
Copenhagen, besides the injuries to President Trump. It is unfathomable that a 20-year-old on the radar of Secret Service and local law enforcement before President Trump went on stage was able to climb onto the roof of a building with a rifle and fire off multiple rounds before he was neutralized. Was Mr. Crooks acting alone?
Again, I would have to refer you to the FBI's investigation.
Was he just a lone gunman?
I would have to refer you to the FBI's investigation for motive.
This lady been referring everybody to everybody else, and she ain't got no answers to nothing. What you got them damn books right there for? You ain't got no answers to nobody questions. I'm glad you put that letter of recognition. Maybe that folder right there by your left arm is your recognition letter, your letter to get up out of there. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
What did the Technical Services Division determine was going to be the event perimeter?
Those are questions that we are asking, and we're.
You're sitting here today. Come on, Director. Everybody said this. You knew you were going to be asked that question because it's been asked multiple times. So this is an easy one. What did they determine was going to be the event perimeter? So you should know that. I mean, this is not, I got to wait till someone else tells me. What was it?
Again, I don't want to speak to specifics of the event.
Okay,
that took place.
this is a specific.
I understand.
This is a specific that you ought to know. As someone who said the buck stops with me, I'm going to stay in my job, I'm going to give the answers to the American people, and I know what happened, except for you're not going to tell us. And you're not going to tell the American people. And you yourself said in an interview that foments this notion of conspiracy theories. Guess what? When you sit here and repeatedly tell people, hey, I have to wait, as it frustrated everybody on this committee, guess what?
You look like a damn idiot and a fool. That's what you look like. The buck stopped with you, huh? Boy, and y'all want to elect Kamala Harris. Look, this is, y'all can look at this as a woman in charge, right? Shout out to all the women. And y'all, you know, women is in charge of a lot of different areas and a lot of different aspects of life, family, and you know, supervisors at jobs and bosses and all that stuff, man. Shout out to the females. But when you being grilled and scrutinized, imagine that man right there being Putin or President Xi or Kim Jong-un or one of them damn Muslim presidents. And just imagine Kamala Harris. I got to refer you to this. Like, man, them people ain't listening to that. This is a prime example why I don't feel like a woman should be running a whole damn country. And I know the women gonna be mad if they see this. We can do this, we can do it. I already gave you your props. Y'all can do everything. But when it comes to situations like this, in American and defending America and all that stuff, them people in them damn countries ain't gonna respect you. Just imagine this, her being in the situation room, and you got these people out here ready to blow up America. She gonna have to refer and go ask somebody else? Anyway, man, let me keep going before I get in trouble.
It undermines your credibility and whether you're really going to get to it. So I'm going to ask you again, what did the Technical Service Division determine was going to be the event perimeter?
We are still gathering reports. We are interviewing individuals.
You know what it is, though. No, you're just not going to tell us, right?
When I have those details, I will most certainly share those.
Was the gun already on the roof, or did the shooter carry the gun up with him?
I do not have that information at this time.
Well, when was the last sweep of that roof done prior to the rally?
I don't know. I have that information. I don't know when it was. Lord.
I do not have that information at this time.
That's all she kept saying. I don't got this information. I got to refer you to somebody else. I don't have this information. I'm not prepared. All you got to do is say, lady, look. All she had to do is say, I'm not prepared for this. Y'all called me in too fast. I didn't get all the facts straight yet. I need to go and talk to everybody else, the lieutenants and everybody, to find out what was going on, and I'm not prepared. She made herself look like a total damn idiot.
So how many holds, I mean, so most of us here have been in events, and Secret Service has been there, there's been security, and I can't tell you how many times we've said there's going to be a security hold right here. So we're going to wait. And we wait to 1 or 2 or 3 minutes. And yet we're hearing from you, apparently, that there were no holds in place. So ever instituted here with President Trump's going on stage. And you said, and this is, I think, connected with this, you said they hadn't adjudicated the shooter to be a threat. He was adjudicated to be a suspicious person, even though we've got some dynamic video that Mr. Krishnamurthy put on the video for us. So I guess my question for you is, and I think you answered this, I just want to see if you're consistent with what you said about an hour and a half ago. What do you do if a suspicious person is identified by the agency?
So at a number of our events, it is not unusual.
I know it's not unusual. What do you do?
Those individuals that are identified as suspicious, we will send teams out
Was a team sent out here then?
There were teams that were sent to identify and interview that individual.
They were sent to interview the individual who's scampered up in camo on top of a roof within 130 yards of his target. And did your team get there? When did your team get there to conduct that interview?
I don't have the details on the.
I knew it. They never interviewed him. They never interviewed the man. They never interviewed Crooks. That's how he was able to get up there and get off 8 shots. What teams? From what I heard, all the teams was inside the building because it was too damn hot.
The timeline, it is my
So if you did send, if they did send a team and they're going to interview him, and you described that earlier as an investigation, why didn't they put a security hold on President Trump going on stage at that rally?
Exactly.
At a number of our protective sites, there are suspicious individuals that are identified all the time. It doesn't necessarily mean that they constitute a threat.
Of course not. But here you got a guy scampering up the side of a building on top of a roof. It's identified to you, and you said you sent a team there, and you can't answer that. And this gets to one of my finer points, Mr. Chairman, if I can make it, and that is, we can have these kind of interview sessions, 5 minutes. Everybody gets a kiss at the pig, 5 minutes, and she gets to stonewall us, not deliver answers. So we say, okay, we're going to put together a congressional committee, a blue ribbon committee. Same crap will happen. I am calling, and I'll support that, but I will tell you this, I am calling on the Speaker to give us and put together a truly independent commission of qualified former Secret Service agencies, presidential and VIP protective services people who can actually conduct this kind of investigation and give us real answers, because I don't think you're going to give us those answers. You should have come today ready to give us answers. I call upon you to resign today. And I also would say I've got a bunch of UC requests, if I can go ahead, Mr. Chairman.
Proceed with the request.
Thank you. I apologize. It might
that's all right. Go ahead.
It might take a moment.
Very important.
Anthony Guglielmi, the Secret Service spokesman, one from him.
Without objection, so ordered.
Article, U.S. Secret Service says it previously denied Trump requests for additional resources, New York Times reports.
Without objection, so ordered.
Secret Service says it denied earlier Trump requests for more federal resources.
Without objection, so ordered.
Secret Service acknowledges denying some past requests by Trump's campaign for tighter security.
Without objection, so ordered.
Preliminary findings by Senator Ron Johnson and his committee.
Without objection, so ordered.
Articles entitled, Notice Anything Different About Trump's Secret Service detailed. Next, former Biden official corrects herself after saying Dems must turn their fire on Donald Trump to beat him. Secret Service director says buck stops with her, but she will not resign. Disney Star Wars Mark Hamill cracks joke about Trump's ear bandage following assassination attempt. Biden, I haven't engaged in inciting rhetoric. Trump has. I'm just talking about threat to democracy. Piece called Who is Secret Service Chief Kimberly Cheadle? Charlemagne the God says Trump solely responsible for violent rhetoric that led to attempt on his life.
What the hell is Charlemagne the God? That's man. So Charlemagne the God said it was Trump's fault for Trump getting shot because of what he was saying? Hold on, let me rewind that.
Solely responsible for violent rhetoric that led to Service Chief Kimberly Cheadle. Charlemagne the God says Trump solely responsible for violent rhetoric that led to attempt on his life. Video.
Wow. So Trump caused his own. I'm looking at Charlemagne the God different from now on. I know he don't like Trump. That just confirmed it.
Actress Amanda Seales pushes conspiracy theory Donald Trump assassination trip was staged. Report, Secret Service identified rooftop as a potential vulnerability days before the rally. Watch, BlackRock removes ad showing former President Donald Trump's would-be assassin. Why does the Biden administration have 100% confidence Secret Service after assassination attempt? Secret Service director, we didn't put snipers on the roof because it was kind of sloped. Here's what Thomas Matthew Crooks did in the days leading up to Trump assassination attempt. Secret Service director under scrutiny for diversity initiatives after Trump assassination attempt. The official story on Trump's shooting makes no sense at all. Andrew McCabe says Trump assassination.
Mr. Chairman, point of order. I'm happy to assent to all of them. I just so as to facilitate
You don't want me
our
to read?
proceedings.
Is it too tedious?
Well, we're not even really hearing them anyway. So if we could, it's up to you, Mr. Chairman.
Let him keep on reading them. Let y'all know this is a bunch of people was after Trump. That's what it sounded like. It sounded like nobody didn't give a damn that the man got shot, have his ears shot off. Everybody thinking it's a hoax. It was staged. You got Charlemagne the God talking about Trump brought it on himself and all kind of stuff. But all we kept hearing is from the Democrats is Trump is a threat to democracy. A threat. Like, you got people out here that listen to that and will take matters in their own hands when somebody think that they're a threat. Let the man finish reading what he's talking about.
You would like me to I'll slow it down. I was probably going too fast. Secret Service's explanations for security failures ahead of Trump assassination attempt are not adding up. U.S. reportedly received intel of Iranian plot to assassinate President Trump. What WTH? Secret Service now saying that they didn't put any agents on the roof because slight slope was too dangerous. Report, U.S. officials received intel of Iranian plot to assassinate Donald Trump before Crook's attempt. Exclusive GOP rep Cloud. Homeland Security Agency is interfering in House's assassination investigation. Why Trump's raised fist after surviving assassination attempt is triggering the liberal media. Questions swirl over the security lapse at Trump rally, reviving old concerns about Secret Service. Secret Service scrambles to shift blame after Trump shooting as backlash hits hard. Nobody contacted me. Must-see 6-camera split screen of assassination attempt captures everything shooter was in open 2+ minutes. Murillo, 5 reasons you should be angry. Breaking, shooter spotted up to 30 minutes before firing, reported multiple times. Pictures taken, no one stopped him. Cheadle calls the 30 minutes between noticing and neutralizing shooter a very short period of time. Secret Service director says buck stops with me on Trump assassination attempt but won't resign.
Mr. Biggs, we'll stop right there. We can retake them on the next one. I know there are more, but without objection, we'll enter into the record.
Crazy. See all those titles? That's just crazy, man. Yeah, but man, they gonna get to the bottom of it, man. They got to get to the bottom of it because this can't happen, man. It can't happen. The Secret Service, man, as a kid growing up, man, I used to hear about the Secret Service. And when I was a kid, I used to think Secret Service was like heroes, like a bunch of heroes put together to protect somebody as of importance as the president. Navy SEALs and all type of different people. But as we can see, a lot of these Secret Service people are incompetent, man. They going off their post to go into a shaded building because it's shade and it's too hot. I'm a postal worker. I've been working in 110 degrees all damn week. They could have paid me that money. I would have, man. It ain't not to be funny, but man, it seems like I'm more tougher than him. Trump needs hood security. Or he need a bunch of postal workers, especially when it's hot. So we'll stand out there with our dog spray. Whatever you want to call it. Y'all can make fun of us or whatever, but we out there making money, man. But man, that's sad. It's sad. They want to see this man gone so bad that they won't do their job like they supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? It's another video I'm looking for right now where they didn't want to put extra security on Trump. They was trying to get rid of his Secret Service. And then what makes it so sad is that your boy RFK he was begging for Secret Service. His uncle and his dad got taken out, and the man ain't had no Secret Service a whole time. Even when he was trying to run for president, he had to qualify and all this other stuff to get Secret Service. I thought if you was like running for office or you was an important person, that they would just automatically just give you some type of security. But obviously, it don't matter, especially when you got Biden's DOJ up in there. They trying to win the whole thing. They don't give a damn about no damn body. You know, they don't care about nobody. They really don't. But anyway, man, I think that's enough for that, man. I was gonna try to find something else had to do with that. Had to do with the Trump assassination, but we're gonna move on from that. Get into something else, man. I'm just surfing. I'm surfing right now. I am surfing. How everybody doing this morning? Hope everybody fine, man. I'm glad y'all up with me, man. These damn migrants. This country, man, right now, it's all kind of things going on right now. All kinds of idiotic things going on. I know I can't wait. I can't wait till that debate, though. This might be the only time that they'll have a debate. The only time, man. And that's a shame. They said it's supposed to have been 3 debates. They always have like 3 different debates. But they only want to do one. Well, Kamala, she only got time for one debate. One damn debate. One debate. I'm normally prepared for this live, but you know, it's live, you know what I'm saying? It's live. So we doing it the way that we know how to do it, or how I know how to do it. And we get into it. But a lot of the things that I'm showing on here, man, it's like we need to really look at this type of stuff, because it'll go past us and it'll never be shown again unless you really searching for this type of stuff. So, and I'll be searching for it because I enjoy, you know, when the people, like I say, when the people who have power and they kind of influence the American people, and then when they get their ass whooped in Capitol Hill and being questioned on their views and the things that they try to make American people do, and make them look like they just like they some little kids or something, like they getting whooped by their damn parents. So we gonna get in this, man. This is we going back. This is Jim Jordan faces off with Dr. Fauci in an explosive hearing. We're gonna, you know, Dr. Fauci, he was over that COVID nonsense, had everybody over here wearing masks and all this other stuff and 6 feet distancing, and Dr. Fauci over here at Washington National baseball games with his mask pulled down, sitting next to people, and it was only 2 people there, with nobody in the stands, and he out there laughing and all this. Like, it's crazy. Let's go.
We get the level of infection in this country low enough that it is not a really high threat.
What is low enough? Give me a number. What I mean, we had 15 days to slow the spread, turned into 1 year of lost liberty. What metrics, what measures, what has to happen before Americans get their freedoms back?
My message, Congressman Jordan, is to get as many people vaccinated as quickly as we possibly can to get the level of infection in this country low that it is no longer a threat. That is when. And I believe when that happens, you will see.
What determines when?
I'm sorry.
What? What measure? I mean, are we just going to continue this forever, or when do we get to the point? What measure? What standard? What objective outcome do we have to reach before Americans get their liberty and freedoms back?
You know, you're indicating liberty and freedom. I look at it as a public health measure to prevent people from dying and going to the hospital.
You don't think Americans' liberties have been threatened the last year, Dr. Fauci? They've been assaulted. Their liberties have.
I don't look at this as a liberty thing, Congressman Jordan.
Well, that's
I look
obvious.
At this as a public health thing.
But
I disagree with you on that.
You think the Constitution is suspended during a virus, during a pandemic? It's certainly not.
This will end for sure when we get the level of infection very low. It is now at such a high level, there's a threat again of major surge.
Dr. Fauci, over the last year, Americans' First Amendment rights have been completely attacked. Your right to go to church, your right to assemble, your right to petition your government, freedom of the press, freedom of speech have all been assaulted. I mean, for a year now, Americans haven't been able to go to church. Even today, when they go to church, they're limited in the size of worshipers who can meet. Your right to assemble? Oh, my goodness. We had a curfew last fall in Ohio. You had to be in your home at 10. In Pennsylvania, you had to be in your home. When you're in your home, you had to wear a mask. In Vermont, when you're in your home, you didn't have to wear a mask, Dr. Fauci, because you weren't allowed to have people over to your house.
I remember that.
Yeah, Congressman Jordan.
Your ability to petition your government for a year, American citizens haven't been able to come to their capital to petition their government, to talk to their representatives, and freedom of the press. These very pictures that Representative Scalise just showed you and talked about, guess what? The press isn't allowed in those facilities. The press is not, the Biden administration will not let the press in there. And certainly freedom of speech. I mean, freedom, governor of our third largest state meets with physicians, and that video is censored because they dare to disagree with Dr. Fauci. So I just want to know, when do Americans get their First Amendment liberties back?
You know, I don't think anything was censored because they felt they couldn't disagree with me. I think you're making this a personal thing, and it isn't.
It's not a
And look, back in the day, they're talking about you have to wear the N95 mask, right? Why he just got a regular old mask on? He got a regular old Christmas mask on, whatever that is on his face. But they want, you know what I'm saying, we had to wear N95. So that lets you know, man, that was a bunch of hogwash, man. Bunch of hogwash.
Personal thing.
No, you are. That is exactly what you're doing.
No, your recommendations carry a lot of weight, Dr. Fauci. We just had the chair of the Financial Services Committee said she loves you and you're the greatest thing in the world.
My recommendations are consistent.
Will the gentleman yield?
No, it's my
Now,
time.
could I answer the question, please? My recommendations are not a personal recommendation. It's based on the CDC guidance, which is
And I'm asking the question, what measures have to be attained before Americans get their First Amendment liberties back?
I just told you that.
No, you haven't given anything specific. You said, we hope when this, tell me specifically.
Right now, we have about 60,000 infections a day, which is a very large risk for a surge. We're not talking about liberties. We're talking about a pandemic that has killed 560,000 Americans.
That's
what we're talking about.
And I don't disagree with that. And I understand how serious that is. But I also understand it's pretty serious when businesses have been shut down. People can't go to church. People can't assemble in their own homes with their friends, with their families. People can't go to a loved one's funeral. People can't get to their government, petition their representative to redress their grievances. Right. I also understand the First Amendment's pretty darn important. And it's been a year. And I want to know when Americans will get those First Amendment liberties back.
Well, you just said people cannot assemble in their own homes. They can. That's a CDC recommendation for vaccinated
Not last
people.
fall, they couldn't.
I didn't hear.
Not last fall, they couldn't. 'Cause 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 last fall, they couldn't. '
I didn't hear what he said.
He said last fall people couldn't. You been hearing everything else, but now when he said some facts and some stuff like that, now you can't hear. Crazy.
The gentleman's time has expired. I'll give you one instance of when we can get our liberties back. It's when 90% of the members of the United States Congress get vaccinated.
Well, I want to know if that's what Dr. Fauci, is it 90%,
That's what
Dr. Fauci? Is it 90%? That's what I'd like to know. Give us some objective standards versus when certain things get reached, we might be able to get back to having our liberty. When? What are the numbers?
Well,
You're going to see a gradual, right now we're at an unacceptably high level. On a daily basis, it's unacceptably high, regardless of who you are. What you're going to see as more and more people get vaccinated, and we get over 3 million people a day, you're going to see the level of infection come down, and gradually there will be more flexibility for doing the things that you're talking about.
Where does it get to? When it comes down, what number do we get our liberties back? Tell me the number. Tell me the number.
When 90% of the members of Congress get vaccinated.
But you're not a doctor, Mr. Clyburn.
Yeah, Clyburn. Shut up, Clyburn. You don't know what you're talking about, Clyburn.
What is the number?
I can't
Thank you for recognizing me, Mr. Clyburn. Thank you.
Chair now
for giving me the
recognizes
time.
for 5
I'd
minutes.
like my question
Ms.
answered.
Maloney.
Reclaiming my time. Reclaiming my time.
Regular order.
No,
Just a moment.
Mr. Chairman, I don't want you to answer my question. The American people want Dr. Fauci to answer the question. What does it have to be?
Sir. If you need to respect the chair and shut your mouth.
You shut your mouth, lady. That's the problem with these damn people. They always trying to postpone and take time to answer the damn question when it's a real question that need to be answered. Lord, man, that's why I watch this. This stuff is crazy. Talking about shut your mouth.
Don't worry about this. We're going to handle this. And I think Mr. Jordan knows me very well. And he knows full well that we're going to handle this.
Anyway, you're an idiot. About shut your mouth. Crazy. Boy, I remember everything that Mr. Jordan was talking about, man. You couldn't go outside. You had to, in your house, they want you to wear your mask. You go to work, they want you to get all these vaccinations and all this stuff. Like, man, that stuff, people is on their 19th booster right now. Like, what the hell? They still ain't solved the problem. It's low right now, I guess. That's because people done woke up and was like, you know what? We tired of this. Ain't no toilet paper in the stores. None of that. No toilet paper, no water, no nothing. People like, you know what? If I catch it, I catch it. You know what I'm saying? If I catch it, I catch it. It's just crazy to go back in time to see all this stuff that we was going through, man. Because there's a lot that we was going through. A lot of people lost their lives. Rest in peace to everybody that lost their lives, man. Over some lab-made disease. They finally figured it out that it came from the Wuhan open air, whatever that was, and they tried to cover it up. Dr. Fauci tried to cover it up. He looked like a evil scientist to me anyway. Truly did, man. But anyway, man, I appreciate y'all for staying up with me, man. We just surfing the internet, man. Anybody got any requests that they want to look at? Because I'm going to keep on going with this. They said, which is better, indica or sativa? Well, I'm not really a marijuana smoker, but when I did, man, the sativas was better for me. Indicas, man, make you want to eat and go to sleep. I ain't like that. I ain't like that body high. The head high was cool. The body high. Wow, look at this, y'all. It says New York offers migrants $4,000 to leave city shelters. They gonna give them $4,000. Like, y'all can leave. Y'all better get up. We can give you $4,000 if y'all leave. That's crazy. Let's see what they talking about. It's only a little 2-minute video.
All right, a new pilot program from the city awarding up to $4,000 grants to migrant families who exit the shelter system and find their own housing.
Fox 8's Jessica Formoso takes a closer look at how the program.
More money. They offering more money to these damn migrants. $4,000 to move out the shelter. Every time I look at this, they giving these people money. They won't offer us $4,000 to move out of where we at. Crazy.
All right, a new pilot program from the city awarding up to $4,000 grants to migrant families who exit the shelter system and find their own housing.
Fox 8's Jessica Formoso takes a closer look at how the program works and if it's working so far.
A shelter is an emergency solution that is intended for the short term. It is important that that short-term solution is safe and healthy, and that we are providing families with an opportunity to get back on their feet.
The New York City Department of Homeless Services is offering up to $4,000 to migrant families with children and pregnant women who are currently residing in a city shelter. It's called the Asylee Move Out Assistance Program, a pilot program that began last December, helping asylum seekers transition from a shelter to permanent housing. So far, 150 families have benefited from the program.
We've done 150 families starting about 7 months ago. I think we have had one person from a family, not even the whole family, come back. So that is, in my mind, a very strong success rate thus far.
The one-time grant is modeled after the enhanced one-shot deal program for those in the traditional homeless shelters, only to be used for first and last month's rent, security deposits, moving expenses, and household supplies.
It really is for documented expenses related to permanent housing. So that could be first and last month's rent. It could be moving expenses, household.
$4,000 ain't enough for no first and last month rent. The hell? Why don't they just give them the $4,000 and say here? Because that ain't enough. They find any kind of excuse to give these people money, man. Let me go down there and say I need $4,000. You think the average American citizen gonna get it? They already said it's for illegals. Or are they just giving these people money?
Supplies, things that somebody who is brand new to the country, brand new to permanent housing might not have. But the shelter providers are really looking at documentation.
The money is.
And it's a lot of brand new people looking like these kids coming out of school, high school, colleges. They ain't got the money to be moving. Y'all ain't gonna give it to them? Damn.
Is coming from DHS existing budget. Since the program is only a pilot, it is not offered at every migrant shelter, but only at 62 sites for now. The families themselves have to find housing, and once they do, they work with the not-for-profit providers operating at the shelters who help them with the process.
It makes financial sense because shelter is very expensive, and this is a targeted one-time payment.
It would be a great support to be able to have our own space, to be able to socialize directly with our families. The children suffer the most being bounced around, just no stability. In Midtown, I'm Jessica Formoso, Fox 5 News.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Every time I look at this, man, they just money. Where are they getting all this money from, man? It's crazy, man. I sit here and look at this stuff and be like, wow. When I was a young man, well, I couldn't get none of this type of help, man. I raised 3 daughters by myself, man. Three of my kids I had to raise by myself, and I couldn't get no help nowhere. But thank God, the 3 daughters that I raised, man, they all grown now. But it's just the point, like, man, I couldn't get no assistance, no help, and I had to figure it out. I look at this, it's just crazy, man, crazy to me. Anyway, man.
Joining me now, Danielle Jurinsky, Aurora City Councilwoman, and Jonathan.
Migrant gangs are coming to a city near you.
Cho, Frontline's TPS USA reporter, who's been on the ground in Aurora. Danielle, now I know last night.
Hold on, y'all, my bad.
Joining me now, Danielle Jurinsky, Aurora City Councilwoman, and Jonathan Cho, Frontline's TPS USA reporter, who's been on the ground in Aurora. Danielle, now I know last night Aurora police arrested 4 men for a shooting that took place in July, and ICE just confirmed to Fox News that they're Venezuelans who crossed the border illegally, apprehended by Border Patrol, and of course released into the United States. Your reaction tonight to this news?
You know, some of those individuals, this isn't the first time that they have been apprehended by the Aurora Police.
And they all showing their face, man. They don't even give a damn. They showing their face.
Department. I am happy to see that there is a lot of truth coming out, that we are identifying Tren de Aragua gang members, but it's not enough, and this is far from over. And the fact that these folks are a product of our current administration's failed border policies, it is so unfortunate the people of Aurora, American citizens, have had to suffer because of it.
Now, this is just one window that we're seeing, Jonathan, into one, or 2 or 3 apartment buildings in Aurora, Colorado. We know Chilean gangs are operating up and down the East Coast and is ripping off homes, terrorizing neighborhoods. But you spoke to the man whose apartment was being targeted in this viral video. I want to play it.
So tell us what happened with those guys coming with guns.
Well, cuando nos tocaron, he says he doesn't know them. Just when they showed up like that, he was like, okay, I'm going to come out, and whatever you're going to do, do it. They just randomly chose this door. Obviously, he was scared because there was a lot of them. When in that situation, you just got to play along and let them do whatever they want.
And what do?
They were just searching for something, but they didn't find it.
Jonathan, what can you tell us about that interaction? I mean, I don't know if he's a migrant as well, but looks like everyone's being terrorized there.
Yeah, Laura, first of all, credit to the council member for really doubling down and sticking to her convictions. That's why we're here. We're here to see for ourselves. And I spoke to that migrant, an illegal immigrant from Venezuela, and he was absolutely terrified. He told us off the record he really couldn't acknowledge that TDA was there. But no doubt those fellas in that viral video walking around with a long gun, with a scope, AKs, pistols, those were definitely TDA members. All the folks in the apartment complex publicly will say they have no idea if TDA is here, or we don't see TDA. But TDA's tentacles are not only in this apartment complex, they're also in Whispering Pines. We've obtained the 10-page document conducted by this independent law firm showing that TDA is indeed absolutely
TDA is Tren de Agua. That's that Venezuelan gang. So they done made an abbreviation for him now, TDA.
Supporting these illegal immigrants who are absolutely vulnerable right now.
Well, and we also know, do we not, Danielle, that Tren de Aragua, responsible for human trafficking, drug trafficking, arms trafficking. I mean, this is not just like a regular street gang out there, doing graffiti. This is.
I feel in that, Wayne. This is why we should never give up our Second Amendment, man. And they definitely trying to take our guns. You hear Kamala talking about she'll support a mandatory buyback program. That mean they trying to take it. They gonna give you a couple of dollars for your gun so you'd be unarmed. You know what I'm saying? For these people to come in and take your stuff. They try to do that's crazy.
It's a serious business.
This is very serious business. You know, everybody keeps talking to me about how the Bloods and the Crips have been around for such a long time. I don't know that the Bloods and the Crips are behind child sex trafficking, you know, rings. I'm not sure they would take claim to that. The fact that this has been downplayed the way that it has, and quite frankly,
And the Bloods and the Crips ain't just blatantly coming in apartment buildings with AR-15s and 9mm and Glocks and all that stuff, knowing it's a camera there, and taking over your damn building. The Bloods and Crips at least got some type of morals or something. I mean, that's an American gang. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't agree with half the stuff they do, but, you know, they not blatantly out in the open like this. You know what I'm saying? Look at them. They just standing there at the door with their guns out. You know, we know how to deal with American gangs, but these foreign gangs is coming over here and don't give a damn about no damn American citizens. That's on another level, man. It's on another level.
at a point where whether they're here legally or not, this is human suffering, period, that is being denied, it is being downplayed, and it is being lied about in an effort to cover up the current administration's failed border policies.
Yeah, well, they're clearly a big cover-up, an attempt to cover up this story and to downplay it. We saw that from other local officials. Danielle and Jonathan, you didn't allow them to do that, and for that, we salute you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe.
That's crazy. They want to bring the Bloods and Crips in this. Like, you know, we used to the red and the blue. We used to that, man. Oh, man. It's just ridiculous, man. I wouldn't sell my gun for nothing. Especially in the time we living in right now, man. Damn about no damn mandatory buybacks and all this other stuff. Lord, man. I hope y'all protect yourself, man. Keep your family protected, man. Don't fall for this current administration or the administration that's trying to get in there. I'm not talking about Trump now. I'm talking about the Kamala era. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. It's 2 a.m. where I'm at. Crazy. Anyway, man. It's been a long day for me, man. It was a hot day. Just surfing the net, man. Just surfing all these different topics and different things like that, man, make you realize that we in trouble. Keck said carry every day, man. The world is something else, man, right now. You got these school shootings and all kind of crazy stuff going on, man. gonna end with this last video, man. This is proof that Bill Gates wants to control you, man. Shout out to the body language guy.
You know, I made it.
Shout out to the body language guy, man. I'm finna end it with this one right here, man. This is a 16-minute video. Hope the body language guy don't hit me with no damn copyright or none of that, but he be breaking it down, man. He reads people's body languages. And this is proof that Bill Gates wants to control you. I know y'all know who Bill Gates is. He's the man that want to implement population control, and he's a rich billionaire and all this other stuff. So let's go with this one. And then after this, man, I'm up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody, man, that been tapping in with me. You know, it is what it is, man. God bless y'all. Let's go.
You know, I made a lot of analysis of Bill Gates, whether it's about Jeffrey Epstein's island or his divorce. It has been quite a journey.
Wayne said, have you ever been on Peeled Net? What is that? What is that? Is that somewhere where I can get some content from or what? Let me know.
Of all the times that we have caught him in lies, but this time is a bit different. It is not an interview, but something that Netflix is doing, like a documentary about the guy who is doing all these amazing jobs for humanity, this projects for humanity, because somehow, well, Bill Gates claims that he's doing all this for mankind, right? But it seems that we need a documentary about him and not his work, because the documentary is heavily focused on him. But I want to analyze how he is trying to make some kind of public relations effort on looking good. And well, when he includes Lady Gaga, Anthony Fauci, and Bono, you already know how it's gonna go. So let's begin and see this by sections.
This is a show about our future. The world is facing a lot of big challenges right now.
Yeah, especially the most important challenge is trying to digest this stuff that Bill Gates, he's trying to sell the idea that he's doing so many things. There's one thing that I could say, okay, I'm okay with that, which is trying to build more efficient nuclear plants. Okay, that is one thing that I could agree with him, but all the others, I don't know. I have my doubts.
Right now, climate change,
creating responsible AI.
I mean, what is responsible AI? AI, we should go all the way with AI. What is irresponsible AI? It's like saying that irresponsible Photoshop. People are gonna use it eventually for crazy things. That's what we know. That's how humanity is. You cannot just control that. And well, we know that Bill Gates has that penchant for control. And you also got the climate change pour in for good measure.
I'm gonna check it out, Wayne. Good looking up.
Information.
Income inequality.
Misinformation, income inequality. You know, he wants to tackle all these things. It's so there's so much variety in there. How many things? I'm curious about many things, and I know that Bill Gates has been curious about many things. Some of those that I cannot mention, and he has the resources to be curious about anything that he wishes. But how much power and influence can we give to a single man to suggest things in entire countries?
Dealing with infectious diseases.
I'm sure that nobody liked the fact that Anthony Fauci was there. You know that.
Screw Anthony Fauci. Hey Wayne, put a link in the chat, man, so I can hit it and go over there and check it out. I appreciate you. Let's go.
If you're trying to make a public relations effort for your reputation, make sure to not include this kind of people. That is not going to work.
Infectious diseases.
But I believe we can solve them. How will
Inspiring
artificial
music
intelligence impact society? Crafted text to my son using Gen Z slang. Yo, fam, what's good?
Yo, fam, what's good? How you vibing? Oh, he's trying to appear, the magic word, relatable. I'm using AI in a very funny way to craft this Gen Z letter to my son. Oh, fam, what's good? How you vibing? Yes, that is trying to be relatable. And you know, with the shaky camera and all.
Vibing.
At a certain point, AI will be good enough to build a better AI. So AI builds a better AI, which builds a better, which builds 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 better.
And then you have a terrible monster. I mean, this is more fear mongering. This is again, you have the whole enchilada. You have the climate change. You got the I mean, I don't know if mass starvation. You got the killer AI. I mean, how are you?
What is it called? Peel.net or what? Peel.net.
You so sure that it's gonna be a bad?
Let me get up out of here, man. He ain't talking about nothing. Shout out to the body language guy, though. This is a new embodied body language guy. It's called "Why Does Kamala Harris Behave Like This?" Let me see.
Okay, I need you to imagine the following. The Kamala Harris gets to be president of the United States, and this is one of her speeches. Let's watch this, because this video is making the rounds on X right now for, well, reasons. You have just watch it.
Shout out the body language guy.
We talked about those lids. So here's what I said to her. Here's what I said to her. So you know how those lids are, because this is, well, I'm just going to speak, okay? So this is it. So you know how those lids on those Starbucks cups, they're white, right? And so if you wear lipstick, they get all over the lid. And so then I find myself in meetings if I'm the only woman, and that's kind of, and so I keep taking the lid off and having my cup out so that I don't have that big lipstick mark on the lid. So I said, can we do something about the color of the lid? So that was that conversation.
Is she acting like a drunk black lady? I don't know, man. I don't know what the body language guy about to say, but to me, it's like she done had a cup of Cavassier and hit a blunt. Something, because she ain't talking about nothing. Talking about the lid of a damn Starbucks cup.
Okay, that was that conversation. I was, at first I thought, I was looking at some kind of impersonation, that this was a parody of Kamala Harris, that this was generated by AI or something. You know, so many great impersonators that are out there, and maybe you can deep fake their face. No, this is legit. This is from a speech at Spelman College. This is back from 2018. You might say, oh, that is not current. That is so long ago. But still, it was in a speech of Kamala Harris. And yeah, for some, all the reasons that you can imagine, the comments are turned off. So, well, this is what we got in this regard. And I would like to ask you, do you really think that that is the attitude that a senator should have at a speech at a college, like a formal speech? I'm not saying that you have to be all I said, a cardboard attitude or persona or boring. You can be engaging. You can crack jokes. You can be, you can add levity to your speeches. That would be great. But this, before we analyze this clip, I want to show you another clip and pose a question. I remember the first time I saw Kamala Harris was during the Kavanaugh hearings. And I saw a completely different woman from the one that we have seen lately. So I don't know if I was wrong in the way that I assess her back then, but I want you to watch this clip, this other clip, and I'm going to ask you another question. If you think this is the same person that is speaking in this case, because I haven't seen Kamala Harris speak like this lately.
Nobody. All right, hey Wayne, that's the email, man. Send me the link through that email, zmyers387@gmail. All right. And if anybody else want to email me anything, videos or anything like that y'all want me to react to or anything like that, man, y'all send them to that email, all right? On the Play Ball email.
Speaking in this case, because I haven't seen Kamala Harris speak like this lately.
Nobody cares about the fact that we've got a bunch of young black and brown men in prison. That argument is not working. What I suggest we do as African Americans is own this issue in law enforcement.
Oh my God. Did she just say as African Americans? Ooh, this lady right here, boy. Hold on. You ain't no damn African, lady.
Because I haven't seen Kamala Harris speak like this lately.
Nobody cares about the fact that we've got a bunch of young black and brown men in prison. That argument is not working. What I suggest we do as African Americans is own this issue in law enforcement and then define it in the way that works for us, because it is a myth to say that African Americans don't want law enforcement. We do. We want our grandmothers to be able to walk to church and be safe.
Shut up, lady. You pissing me off. Oh. It just hurts my brain. That aggravates me so much. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to pause it for a minute. Because she said, as African American, and then she said, we do. She got everybody sitting up there on that panel. Food. Lord, I got to hear that one more time. She done made me mad. I got to hear it again. You ain't black, lady. Wayne said she should be ashamed of how many black men she sent to prison for nothing. And she sent black women to prison because they dumbass kids was ditching school and the parents didn't know nothing about it. Lord, help me, Jesus.
African Americans don't want law enforcement. We do. And then define it in the way that works for us, because it is a myth to say that African Americans don't want law enforcement. We do. We want our grandmothers to be able to walk to church and be safe. We want our babies to be able to walk to the park and be safe. What we don't want is racial.
How the hell?
To be able
Wait a
to
minute, hold
law
on.
enforcement. We do.
We do. How the hell she know all grandmothers that's black don't walk to church or don't go to damn church? Help me.
Works for us, because it is a myth to say that African Americans don't want law enforcement. We do. We want our grandmothers to be able to walk to church and be safe. We want our babies to be able to walk to the park and be safe. What we don't want is racial profiling. What we don't want is excessive force. That's right. What we don't want is to have our civil liberties and civil rights.
You ain't
stripped.
black,
But
lady.
We want law enforcement. So
Okay, so this goes
God.
on. This is like 2 minutes long, but you get the idea. I haven't seen Kamala Harris speaking like this in any clip or any interview whatsoever, or any speech in after 2020 at least. It was very strange to see in many ways, especially when you have examples like this one, when she's all over the place, when you have all this, well, you have ample gestures, but they are not synchronized with what she's saying. It's like she's just gesturing to attract attention, and of course you have the laughter. I'm not gonna say the cackling, but
Cackling, damn it. Cackling. The cackling. I can't believe I sit up here and listen to that lady talk about African Americans, and we do. You not, Lord. And then you got a rapper named Plies backing this lady up. Let me keep going before I get in trouble.
But the laughter is
pandering. That's the word. Thanks, Wang. She pandering. Damn.
Is concerning as well.
We talked about those lids. So here's what I said to her.
Okay, up to this point, it was okay. She was trying to engage in anecdote, add some levity to the speech. She had a nice voice tone, but afterwards, and it's when it goes a bit south.
Here's what I said to her. So you know how those lids are, because this is, well, I'm just going to speak, okay? So this is it. So
okay, maybe I can mumble sometimes because I want to organize my ideas. Maybe I could stumble as well when I'm making these videos or when I'm making live streams. So maybe she is winging it. Maybe she is improvising. That is nice. That could be one thing. But you could expect someone who spoke the way that you just heard in the other clip from 2006, that
she's a damn chameleon. She impersonating. She got 3 or 4, 5, 6 different damnalities. She black when she want to be black. She white when she need to be black. And she Indian when it matter. I wish I could take them damn pearls off her neck and shove them up her damn ass. And pull that damn wig off with them leather sideburns on her ass. And she at Spelman College. Don't the people at Spelman know this lady is not black? They just sitting up there just allowing this lady to talk like she talk. The principal up there got to know this lady ain't black. They got a principal at Spelman College? I don't know, but the principal got to know. And she talking about, we do, African, we do. I can't take it. I can't take it. Oh, I had to pause for a minute. I was just looking at it through these damn glasses. If I take these damn shades off, my eyes is red as hell. Looking at her. I don't hate people. I love the sister. I'm not going to say, see, now she got me saying sister. God. I love people. I just hate their actions. And her actions, I hate it. Help me, Jesus. Let's go. Damn.
You have a better experience. You have much more experience, and English is your mother tongue. And organizing your thoughts and being able to speak on the fly, especially if the anecdote is real.
She speak on the fly, she pull flies down, and she speak on it. This is crazy. I just can't. Look how homeboy looking over there at the side eye like he want to do something to her ass too. She pandering. Damn.
I'm absolutely sure that the Starbucks coffee lead anecdote, this is what she's telling, that it's real. But my question is, why is she so all over the place? And especially...
Appreciate you, Kai. I know it don't matter the skin color, but she pandering with the skin colors. Did you watch what I played earlier? She talking about us Africans, Americans, we don't want our grandmothers walking to church, and we don't want this, and we want to act like she just identifying with what she not. If she would just keep it real, then I'll be fine, but you're not keeping it real. You're not keeping it real. Everybody hates a liar, right? Everybody hates a liar. If you love a liar, then hey, more power to you. But everybody hates somebody that lie. It's their actions. They love the person, but they hate that they lie. It's the actions. I hate her damn actions. I don't know if I'm loud in this microphone for you to hear me, but she pandering.
Laughing so much about an anecdote which is not that funny. It is funny, but not that funny.
It ain't funny.
That's what I find strange.
Because this is, I'm just gonna speak, okay? So this is it. So you know how those lids on those Starbucks cups, they're white, right? And so if you wear lipstick, they get all over the lid. And so then...
So it's an extremely casual way of speaking, especially for a public speech. But it's the way that she just it jumps in her behavior, in which she is not only engaged with the anecdote, but she's so what would be the word for this?
Fake. That's the word you need to look for, language guy. Bilanguage is fake. Shout out Barcelona. It's fake. I can't stand this.
So informal about it. Again, I want to make it clear that I have given speeches at colleges and very formal speeches, and I always find a way to add humor to that. That is something that everyone should do. It's being boring should be a cardinal sin in public speaking. Nobody wants to be boring. But another thing, a completely different thing, is being so comfortable that you seem like you are...
You think you're black. She's so comfortable that she just thinks she's black, and she can just do all the things that she's doing. Like I said, I want to take them damn brown pearls off her neck and shove them up her. Let me be quiet before I get in trouble. They're gonna be talking about I'm doing terrorist threats to presidential candidates and all this stuff. Let me shut up before I get in trouble.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely. I know that many of you are gonna say in the comments, "Oh no, she's just sloshed or something." But
she drunk. That's what's going on.
We have no way to prove that. So if I don't have way,
I know a way to prove it. Look at. That hand like that, that's that drunk hand where she had a cup or a blunt hand, or she was like getting ready to throw up something and she ain't really from nowhere. That's how people act when they drunk and high. They get ready to gang bang, but they ain't from nowhere. They just like, you know. Anyway, let's go, man. Lord, I can't take this.
I don't have a way to prove something in that case that she is, in that state, then I simply don't want to mention it. But
why not? You scared, language guy? You've been talking shit the whole time about her. What you scared for? Lord, I'm gonna say it for you. She drunk.
But it is the way that she moves.
And she drunk. She moving drunk, high, all of that. She already said she was African American. And she don't want her African grandmother to be walking to church. Stop being scared, language guy. Jesus.
I play that again.
And so if you wear lipstick, they get all over the lid. And so then I find myself in meetings if I'm the only woman, and that's kind of, and so I keep taking the lid off and having my cup out so that I don't have that big lipstick mark on the lid.
That's what you do. Let me shut up. I was about to get explicit. She take the lipstick off on that big, y'all know what I'm talking about, on that big, whatever, y'all know what I'm talking about. And that's how she hide her evidence when she put her lips on that big. Let me shut up. I'm definitely gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna get in trouble.
So it is Kamala Harris right now. It's like a parody, and Saturday Night Live parody of herself. That's how she sounds, and that is odd. That is just plain wrong. You should not sound like a parody of yourself, because that is, well, first of all, uncomfortable, because, you're supposed to be...
presidential. Not president-ho. You're supposed to be presidential, not presidential. Ho. Lord.
A bit more serious, could I say? Maybe serious is not the word. Maybe should be another word for this.
She drunk. Her wig or her weave is all puffed out. She got one button holding that blazer. What else wrong with her? It don't even like it fit. I'm definitely getting in trouble for this one. I might have to delete this whole damn live. I'm tired of looking at Kamala, but we got to analyze it. This is what potentially could be running the country for the next 4 years. She's been hiding from her record for the last 3.5 years. She running against herself. Kamala has been running the country for 3.5 years. Scamala is the one who's trying to beat Kamala right now. She's scamming y'all. Wake up.
But as you keep watching the video, it gets worse somehow.
So I said, can we do something about the color of the lid?
That's that drunk color lid. That's that drunk laugh and that drunk clap. Hi. We in trouble. We in trouble. I don't think Kim Jong-un and President Xi and Putin and who else? You know, I learned those names from Trump. He always talking about President Xi, Putin, Kim Jong-un. Do you think they really gonna be laughing when she do her cackling? They ain't gonna respect that, man. They not. Because I don't respect it. I know people that act like Kamala. And they ain't black. Y'all want to know what color they is? I would tell y'all, but I don't want to disrespect nobody. I'll tell y'all what it is. It's fake black. That's who she act like. She act like a person who black people accept. So they try to act like they black because some black people accepted them. That's what the hell she act like.
What?
I said it.
What?
That's what she act like. She act like a person who's been accepted by a black man. She gonna continue to do that. That's what she act like. If I'm lying about what I just said, y'all put number 2 in the chat. If she don't act like what I'm saying, put a number 2 in the chat. She act like what she acting like is she's been accepted by somebody black. So she figuring she gonna act like that. If she act like that, put a number 2 in the damn chat. Now. We all know people like that. They ain't black, but they hang around black people, so they gonna act like they damn black. I already know it. I know people like that. Fake ass. Lord, the Secret Service is gonna come knocking on my damn door. I already know it. And the Secret Service ain't shit because it's hot as hell in this damn studio. They ain't gonna come in here right now because it's too hot. They can't work in the heat, so I ain't worried about them. Crazy. This lady ain't fooling me. And it ain't fooling the people that put a number 2 in the chat either. Lord.
I always encourage people to go to the source. I already showed you where that clip comes from and how strange this behavior is. And again, I want you to imagine that I'm sure that if she gets to be president of the United States, I hope that she's not going to address world leaders like this because, well, that will be a complete mess. But again, I'm going to put another clip, another part of that clip that we were looking from 2006, so you can see the difference. And maybe, of course, he was not given a funny anecdote in this case. But again, where is this Kamala Harris? Where did she go?
Only 18% of serious crime results in an arrest. So if I, as law enforcement, with my responsibility to keep you safe, only talk about keeping you safe by sending people to prison for a long time, I'm necessarily going to fall short because the vast majority of that crime's not even hitting my system. So if I'm going to keep my promise to you to keep you safe, I better talk with you about what I'm doing in terms of crime prevention.
Did you hear what she said? She better talk to us. She ain't talked to us since she been running for president. She talked to one time. She talked with, well, maybe twice, but she did her first interview with her running mate. Then she did the damn CNN interview. She looking for approval, but can't talk to the damn citizens. She got that cheek wide open right there. I just want to just take this hand. But I don't hit on women. I don't hit women. Boy, this lady is, all you got to do is let them talk. All you gotta do is let them talk. All this stuff she's saying right here, she is not doing any of that. Damn, she not. Man, language guy, man. I need all these clips so I can go over them myself and get my assessment of her damn body language. Her body language is bullshit. Damn.
Responsibility to keep you safe. Only talk about keeping serious crime results.
A funny anecdote in this case, but again, where is this?
She's a leader of the
Kamala
clowns.
Harris?
Let me see. Canton say she the leader of the clowns. I don't know how to say her name in the front part. I'm sorry about that, Canton, but it's I Canton. My bad. But she is the leader of the clowns. And Adolfo Laguna say, so just because she's fair-skinned and ethnically ambiguous, you're going to vote for Trump? I'm going to vote for Trump because Trump makes sense. Kamala is a fake, flip-flopping, don't have, look, you go on her website, she still ain't got her policies listed. You know why she ain't got them listed? It's because they threw her in to be voted for. She didn't have time to put, she didn't have time to they didn't have no primary votes for her or nothing. This is what they're trying to make us vote, like, y'all better vote for her. I don't have to do that. I don't. You can do it if you want to. This is my feelings, bro. So you can do it if you want to. She been lying the whole damn time. She lied about Biden doing gymnastics and lifting weights in the Oval Office and all this stuff, doing all the things that she been covering up for him. She been calling herself, I can play the video back. I don't know when you came in this live, but go back a little bit. She talking about African Americans. She don't want our grandmothers and this and that. Like, what are you talking about, lady? You don't have an African American grandma. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust the lady. I always had a problem with trusting people who was of another race that hang with black people that started acting like they were black. I didn't trust them. So what makes you think I'm going to trust Kamala Harris? I don't even know her, and I really don't trust her. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying might get me in trouble, but I don't give a damn. This is my feelings. I'm not a little youngster out here that got to watch his speech. I grew up in the era when you had free speech. I'm 51. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. And if you don't like it, that's on you. I'm going to say what the hell I'm going to say. I ain't vote for somebody who pushing kids to be able to have sex changes in bathrooms with tampons in them and your kids not telling you their problems and going to somebody else and telling them, and then they execute whatever your kid want to be, and then send your kid home after the kid done been manipulated and changed for you to send and for you to pay for that bill. I ain't with all the high prices on everything. I ain't with none of that, man. So I don't give a damn about her skin color. The lady fake as hell. Thank you. The hell? Adolfo says she wasn't planning on running. She probably thought she'd get another term as VP. Exactly. But she didn't think that because Joe Biden his ass been in decline the second year his ass was in president. So they've been preparing this for a long time. I played a video a couple days ago, last week, and reacted to a video. And Kamala Harris, they've been grooming Kamala Harris for years. You ever heard of the Rainbow Coalition? With Jesse Jackson and then Obama and all them. She's the perfect candidate for the Rainbow Coalition. It's a bunch of ethnicities teaming up together to stay in power. So I've been doing my research. I recommend everybody do their research. Just like type in Kamala Harris. People don't like her. Type that in. Just type in the name. And they can't scrub the whole YouTube and the whole internet of her views and her ways, because so many people done downloaded and then shared and downloaded and shared. So I just recommend anybody, man, if y'all don't trust what I'm saying or listening to what I'm saying, do your own damn research. YouTube is free. Make you an account and get to talking. And if YouTube censor you, take your ass to one of these other platforms that don't censor you. All right. But anyway, let's get into this, man. Again, let me see.
Where did she go?
Only 18% of serious crime results in an arrest. So if I, as law enforcement, with my responsibility to keep you safe, only talk about keeping you safe by sending people to prison for a long time, I'm necessarily going to fall short, because the vast majority of that crime's not even hitting my system. So if I'm going to keep my promise to you to keep you safe, I better talk with you about what I'm doing in terms of crime prevention.
You hear that? She's saying she better talk with her. She ain't said nothing. This is an old video, but this is her views. And she ain't said nothing to us about her plans or none of that. She ain't really took an interview. None of that. You let them talk, man. They tell on themselves, man. They say the quiet part out loud all the damn time. All the time. Let me cook.
So again, this clip, by the way, this video, this 2-minute video, that deserves an analysis in itself, because it is impressive how all that body language and especially all that flow of ideas has just disappeared from her speeches, from what she does.
Exactly.
I don't know why. I have no idea. Maybe you have a theory about that. So again, I invite you to imagine that this is your president of the United States. That is concerning. But again, I would love to know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the body language guy. And remember to download my free 100 body language tips in the description of this video. Much love and bliss.
Much love, language guy, man. Crazy. Man, this stuff be so interesting, man. Who we got up in here, man? Who we got? We got GD up in here, man. He said she's a Saturday Night Live character. We got Reginald say, no, we'll just get laughed on a national scale. Man, we are getting laughed at, man. You don't think these people, these hostile country leaders is laughing at us, man? Every time they see a picture of Biden, he got his mouth open, laid back, chilling. He don't give a damn about nothing. He worried about his son, who about to get 17 years, but he ain't gonna touch the prison yard. He ain't gonna touch none of that. He gonna get pardoned and his sentence gonna be commuted. We already know that. That's why he pled guilty to his tax charges. He's like, you know what? Pops ain't finna run no more. He said what he said about not getting me out, but Pops ain't running no more, so he ain't got nothing to prove to nobody no more. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. We got Lil Miss Patriot up in here. We got Kyle Chrisman. I already said GD. Evelyn sent us up in here. We got the Wang man, Wang Dang Doodle up in here. Got Adolfo. Who else, man? We got Danetta Spiller. What's going on with you, Danetta? Who else we got up in here, man? It's a lot of people in here. But yeah, man. This is one of those nights, man. I just tapped on whatever it was. We surfing, man. We gonna figure it out. I appreciate everybody for tapping in with me, man. 2:53 a.m. in Southern California. I'm about to lay it down. I'm about to get up out of here if I got to clean up this mess that I made. But yeah, man, I hope y'all subscribe to the channel, man. Right now, I got how many subscribers I got right now? And they've been shadow banning the hell out of my ass. Within 5 months, I'll say 6 months, 45,000 subscribers. Right now, I'm at 45,640. So hopefully I'll wake up at 46,000 damn subscribers. Y'all can see that. But it is what it is. I ain't worried about no money. It's the reach that I'm getting that I want the subscribers. The money will come later. I ain't really tripping on that. I got me a job. And yeah, man. I appreciate y'all. I love all human beings. I just hate their actions. So don't take what I'm saying about Kamala. Anybody that's Kamala Harris fans, don't take it personal. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just reacting off of what I see and the things that I've been through in my life. And I know a fake black person when I see one, because I grew up my whole life as a black man. Ain't never denounced it, ain't never denied it. Took whatever punches that I had to take to continue to be a black man. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But man, I'm glad everybody tapped in. I got some information. I need to tap into the pill.net. Appreciate you, Wayne, for that. GD say, whoever vote for I don't hate you may disagree with you, but we can share a beer always. Man, that's cool. We can share a beer. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with a beer, a little beer every now and then. But man, anyway, man, I'm off tomorrow. Well, today I ain't got to go back in, so I might go back, do me another couple more reactions. I need to do me some long form videos, but the reaction thing is cool, especially when it's live. I talk back. You type, I talk back. You understand? So it is what it is, man. I appreciate all my moderators that came here, man. Keck, salute to you, brother. Salute to you. Salute to Barcelona, AAA, whoever else came here. That's my moderators, man. Sunday was the first day of Sunday NFL football. My team lost, which is the Cincinnati Bengals, but it's okay. It's only the first game of the season. So we'll bounce back. We'll bounce back. But what I want to know is, man, since it's football season, who is y'all team? Who y'all going for? Did y'all win or lose today? Put your team and then put an L or a W behind it so I can know. We're going to see something here before I get up out of here, man. It's the best time of the year, man, football season. Join the team, Keck. For sure, Kyle. Oh, y'all play Monday, Niners. Okay. Buffalo. They won today, huh? Okay. Guess we ain't got no football fans in here but me, Keck, Kyle, and Barcelona. That's good. That's good. That's all good. Anyway, y'all, man, I'm about to get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all, man. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I've been on live for a little bit. Glad y'all up surfing with your boy, Mr. Zac. And I React. I will be back tomorrow, probably a little bit earlier in the day. I ain't got to work. So we're going to see what's going on, man. I wish I was off on Tuesday so I can see that debate. Hopefully, I don't know what time that debate supposed to start, but I'm going to do a replay because you know it's going to be all over YouTube, all over the internet. So, yeah, we're gonna tap in with that. We're going to react to the debate, all of that. All right? So I pray that y'all get some sleep, man, and wake up in the morning and get your day started. I know it's morning time for a few people already out on this live. And I pray for y'all have a blessed day and a prosperous and wonderful adventure out there, man. Get to your bag. Take care of your kids. You know what I'm saying? Call your family. Tell them you love them. Tell God, man, pray and thank the Lord, you know what I'm saying, that you're here to see another day. Because we here today, gone tomorrow. And I pray for prosperity for everybody, man. Cover everybody in the blood of Jesus. And, man, yeah, you know, let's get to it, man. Y'all be blessed, man. In Jesus' name, I pray, amen. All right, so like I always say, man, y'all protect yourself at all times. Y'all keep y'all head on the swivel, man. Because these migrants out here is tripping. And they saying black people hate immigrants. dumbest thing I ever seen in my life, man. But what they trying to do is trying to create a hate crime bill for migrants. They skipping over the blacks once again. They skipping over the damn Mexicans. That's all I say. Mexicans. That's all I know. The Latino Mexicans. We used to that over here. But everybody else that's come from South America and all these different goddamn countries, y'all lucky y'all getting a protection order. But anyway, God bless America. God bless me. God bless everybody on this damn chat. Even the Kamala Harris lovers. Even the Trump lovers. Or whatever it is you want to call it. I'm Mr. Zac, and I'm about to react. Or I am reacting. Or I'm going to react. Because that's what I'm doing. God first. Amen. God bless you, Brother Zac. And the chat. That's what Canton said. But anyway, man, I'm up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all all the time, man. I'm glad y'all tapping in with me. I love y'all, man. I love everybody. I hate people actions. So, yeah, we up out of here, man. I'll check y'all out later, man. Peace.
God bless America. Gotta let you know what's up. God bless America. Are you sleep or are you up? God bless America, trying to hit you with the news. God bless America, don't be no dummy, you're a fool. God bless America, I gotta let them know what's up. God bless America, are you sleep or are you up? God bless America, trying to hit you with the news. God bless America, don't be a dummy, you're a fool. They watching me like a film. Get your news, Papa Z Films. They watching me like a film. Get your news, Papa Z Films. They watching me like a film. Get your news, Papa Z Films. They watching me like a film. Get your news, Papa Z Films. You know I'm tuned in. This is the land of opportunities. USA, this my community. I stay updated with the foolery. You know I'm tuned in. This is the land of opportunity. USA, this my community. I stay updated with the foolery.
Yeah.
Gotta let you know what's up. God bless America. Are you sleep or are you up? God bless America. Trying to hit you with the news. God bless America. Don't be no dummy, you're a fool. God bless America. I gotta let them know what's up. God bless America. Are you sleep or are you up? God bless America. Trying to hit you with the news. God bless America. Don't be a dummy, you're a fool. They watching me like a film. Get your news, Papa Z Films. They watching me like a film. Get your news, Papa Z Films. They watching me like a film. Get your news, Papa Z Films. They watching me like a film. Get your news, Papa Z Films. You know I'm tuned in. This is the land of opportunities. USA, this my community. I stay updated with the foolery. You know I'm tuned in. This is the land of opportunity. USA, this my community. I stay updated with the foolery. Yeah. Gotta let you know what's up. God bless America. Are you sleep or are you up? God bless America. Trying to hit you with the news. God bless America. Don't be no dummy, you're a fool. God bless America. I gotta let them know what's up. God bless America. Are you sleep or are you up? God bless America. Trying to hit you with the news. God bless America. Don't be a dummy, you're a fool. They watching me like a film. Get your news, Papa Z Films. They watching me like a film. Get your news, Papa Z Films. They watching me like a film. Get your news, Papa Z Films. They watching me like a film. Get your news, Papa Z Films. You know I'm tuned in. This is the land of opportunity. USA, this my community. I stay updated with the foolery. You know I'm tuned in. This is the land of opportunity. USA, this my community. I stay updated with the foolery. Yeah. They watching me like a film. Get your news, Papa Z Films. They watching me watching me like a film. Get your news, Papa Z Films. They watching me like a film. Get your news, Papa Z Films. America.
What the hell?